New York City, 6 a.m. An out-of-control satellite radio show is being broadcasted to millions of Americans. At the controls, Greg Hughes, a father.
I am amazed it lasted this long.
Anthony Cumia, an alcoholic.
Holy mother of God.
And Jim Norton, a comedian.
There's no positives out of this thing, except for everybody's blood.
The three men make up the Opie and Anthony Show, a popular radio program known for its cringe style of entertainment and having very few limits.
Oh, my God.
Okay, no, this is getting really intense now.
It starts funny and then gets very uncomfortable.
In the past, they have been accused of multiple FCC violations and have even gotten their show suspended from satellite radio.
You couldn't have picked a fucking more self-destructive show.
Yeah, crazier the better, yeah.
2019?
I'm 19.
Delicious.
You made Springer uncomfortable. Do you know how hard that is to do?
Thank God this show's on radio.
Everything you are about to hear is real. Real people, real excitement.
Hey, let's go fucking have a good time. What the fuck?
Get ready to experience the thrill of a lifetime. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Funny.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
The show already started, sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe we should start the show at 6 so they can enjoy the first 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah, you know, that would be...
That's weird. Because we're actually here doing material for each other. No, it's 6:10. That clock is fast.
Oh. Well, if we're here talking amongst ourselves, having a good time,
yeah,
perhaps management should be in on it. With, some pens and watches and... Right. I was listening to the replay yesterday of the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And...
you sound like a madman.
I know. I was screaming
Which
and yelling.
is wonderful.
But I just have to say something. Sam is a prick.
What?
Well, take it... When you take yourself out of it... and just look in from the outside and listen, much like a listener, you are a prick.
Yeah, some reason I got more angry tweets than I've ever gotten yesterday.
A lot of hate tweets yesterday.
A lot of violent.
Yeah.
A lot of violence towards me.
Well, it was E-Rock's birthday.
Hateful violence. Hateful violence.
Yeah.
I think they wanted E-Rock to have a nice birthday.
You only turned
ruined
40
his day.
once.
Yeah. The 40 thing was hilarious. I forgot how many times it came up until I was listening to the replay.
There's a tweet that came in, not a tweet, instant feedback in the middle of the night, just says, please fire Sam today.
Do people love me?
And then the next guy says, you guys suck a dick. So,
all right.
Wait, why would feedback that?
Hey. Oh, literal listener. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Good morning, blah, 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 whatever you're doing. There you go, all right?
Yes.
We got a very busy show.
We do.
Jimmy's talking about hookers on Sean Hannity. We got to get to that.
Yes, I was.
We got a new iPad that we got to talk about for a little while.
God.
The iPad 2.
I love Apple. Let me buy it again.
Yeah.
Industries.
We got a Charlie Sheen rap song.
It was inevitable.
Oh, no.
Of course it was inevitable. And speaking of music, we also have Kim Kardashian's horrendous song.
But why'd you say, speaking of music? Good
point.
That has nothing to do with music.
She drives me crazy because...
She drives me crazy.
Because she's just a hot piece of ass with no talent, and she makes fucking millions and millions of dollars.
That was her...
and now she's trying to
gig.
move into, music, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck. They all do, though. They all try that. Like all the hot kind of do nothing but just be hot girls.
Right.
They go like, I could sing.
Yeah.
And then they auto-tune the shit out of them, throw them in the studio, and it's horrid.
Well, Paris Hilton did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that really took off, didn't it?
Remember she was a pop star for a month or two?
Oh,
What was her song? She was good.
Stars Are Blind.
You
That
liked
was
it,
nice.
Jimmy? You liked
Yes.
it?
Do we have Stars Are
It was
Blind?
melodic.
Ugh. It was horrible.
Well, no, it was really good. It was so good that she never did another song after that.
Dude,
It's
it's
better
hard to
just to
follow
leave
that.
it.
That's
Yeah.
so good. That's like
point.
following Stairway to Heaven. E-Rock, just pull it off your iPod. All right, thanks.
Do we have Stars Are Blind? Here it is.
We just got on the air.
I know.
He had a bet.
Let him be.
Fuck, nice.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I actually enjoy this song.
One love, let's get together and feel all right. Hey, I love this song. What? Oh.
Don't mind spending some time.
That's nice.
Whatever it is.
If she's even singing.
I know.
I don't even know if she's singing.
She should be doing live gigs.
Yeah, that's...
And Lulu should put shit on her foot and kick Paris in the vagina.
Lulu. Yeah, it's whatever it is.
But you don't even know if it's her singing.
It's very...
They make this shit in the studio.
Yeah. But the thing is, I gotta say, at least it's not auto-tuned, but it's ultra breathy, which is something else these whores do when they put music out. Very breathy.
It hides a lot.
And the video looks like that old fucking video with that guy and that model on the beach.
Oh,
Chris Isaac.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
Chris Isaac.
Wicked
E-Rock
Games.
spoke.
E-Rock's back!
He's back! He's back! He's back!
E-Rock!
God damn. Nice.
Way to interrupt the song, Eric.
Oh, was it Wicked Games? You said, right?
Yeah.
With Chris Isaac? Yeah.
Chris Isaac and that bitch.
That bitch, she was fucking hot.
She was
on that
hot for like
beach.
10 minutes. What happened?
I don't know.
I
Well,
don't know.
I think age got her because that song's about 20 years old now. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
I think.
Well, it was yesterday for me.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Helena Christensen.
I guess we got to play the new Kim Kardashian if we play the Paris Hilton.
we might as well.
I can see the criticisms with the Paris Hilton song, but the Kim Kardashian is actually...
Is it good?
It's legit.
All right,
you know.
Sam.
It's decent.
What's the name of it? My best part is my asshole. Doo-wah.
It's a doo-wop song.
What year is this?
A ball, blah, blah, blah. And wouldn't that be great if the video is her asshole just opening up to Bowser's voice? A bang, 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 blah, blah, blah.
And she opens it like Bowser's mouth. And it has teeth in there.
All wide. There's teeth in there.
I think Jimmy's onto something though. Could we make our own breathy song? Troy Kwan loves music.
Breathy.
He loves songs. Troy loves
We should
putting
do a
music
breathy
together.
song.
Yeah. Could he write a little something that we maybe have Jimmy do a breathy song that we could get out there?
We
Because
could.
Jimmy's
Why
a
not?
celebrity too, and I think he needs to get into that pop world.
I need to have
think
a
it's
song
time.
now, yeah.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
You've done everything else. Movies, TV.
Yeah.
Your comedy, radio.
Yeah, how many times? Jack of all trades, master of none. I've said that a lot of times to big laughs.
Where's Troy Kwan? Troy Kwan!
Troy
is
He's
Kwan.
there. I can see his hair sticking
is it?
above
Yes,
the computer
of course.
monitor.
Yes.
I want to see if he's willing to take on this project.
I'll bet he is.
Conspiracy.
He loves a challenge. Not that
And he
this will be a
loves music.
challenge.
He certainly loves
He loves
music.
doing
That song
songs.
together.
I
That
mean,
song he put together.
Oh, that
But he was
Charlie
combing
Sheen
his hair with a
song's
hot glue gun.
Oh, the conspiracy music still. Wow. Never lived that one down, Willie.
No, Troy Kwan, we got something for you. So all these bimbos, they do their pop song.
Yeah.
And we got to make believe they actually have talent. And we noticed they do it very breathy. So we want Jim Norton to do a breathy song, and we want to get it out there to the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know the
Can you
breathy
write?
sound?
Can you write something for Jimmy?
You want it to be an original?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll write
yeah,
it together, I think.
yeah.
We should
Okay.
collaborate.
Yeah.
lyrically.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Maybe you start out and hand it over to Jim. He'll tweak it a little bit, and then we go
Yeah.
into the studio and get a breathy version out there.
See, that
Definitely,
sounds
it's got to
great.
be like a love song, like a ballad.
Yeah, but I want it to have a little pep, too. I want people to not do it. Do we dance? Do we cry? What do we
Maybe
do?
the hook can be a little up.
Yeah.
You know, and then the chorus is very melodic, very breathy.
And then we'll break it back down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Absolutely.
That
See?
sounds great.
He knows songs.
Just like the Charlie Sheen song.
Exactly.
That's right.
I love the Charlie Sheen song.
He did a great job with that.
Of course. We all love it.
I love it so much.
Don't we?
It's not in front of me anymore. I wanted to play it. Damn it. Where is
Nerds.
it?
God damn.
Where is it?
E-Rock cleared it out?
Right now with their ugly wives in front of their ugly children.
I like the music.
Just look at
It is
their
good.
lives,
He didn't do the
you know
music.
what I mean? They sing, I can't
If I had my tootly horn, I would play along.
and you never will stop trying.
Oh, well.
Just sit back and enjoy the show. I'm an F-18, bro. Just sit back and enjoy the show. I'm an F-18, bro. Enjoy the show. Newsflash, I am special, and I will never be
thanks.
one of you. This is me not on drugs, bro. I will destroy you in the air, and I will deploy my ordnance to the ground. The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning. You know, the first one's free, the next one goes in your mouth. Just sit back and enjoy the show. I'm an F-18, bro. Just sit back and enjoy the show. I'm an F-18, bro. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Oh wait, can't process it. Losers winning. I'm an F-18, bro. Bye-bye.
Okay, faggot. What's next?
It's funny every time.
That was fun to play Tootly with.
God, I love that song.
It's a great
It
song.
is a good one.
It's terrific.
It's got everything. It's got the music, the laughs.
Yeah, I don't
Hats
know.
off to you, Troy.
I don't know why
nice.
it's not taking off.
I don't know. Should be viral right
Weird.
now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Did you put it on YouTube?
No, I didn't.
Sometimes you
might
can't
watch
tell.
it.
Why wouldn't you put it on YouTube? What's wrong?
I know, I should. It's
on
gotten
YouTube.
more plays than anything else I've done here, so I might as well.
You know what?
That is,
It's a great song. Get it on YouTube. We'll get it out there before this Charlie Sheen thing goes away by Monday.
Troy did mention that he put like weeks of work into some of the Patrice songs. He
Yeah.
goes, this Charlie Sheen thing I did over the weekend has gotten more airplay
It
than
literally
I
took me
would
10 minutes to do.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Doesn't sound it.
And
This guy is a talent.
And it's got. I think that was number 6. That this
God.
number 6 times that song's gotten played on here.
Isn't that? Doesn't that remind you when like somebody like Mick Jagger comes out and goes, "Satisfaction" was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like he wrote it on a napkin and,
And
just
you're like,
boom.
No.
You're like, fuck.
Keith Richards rolled over one night and went and did the
And
riff.
did the riff.
I know.
Amazing.
I know
Is
the
that how
story
they got
behind that.
satisfaction?
Yeah.
It's like, bam.
And he
it's
happened to have a
done.
tape recorder near his bed. I guess that's what he used to do. And he said, "Oh, wow! I just
Yeah.
fucking heard this riff in my dream and went and did it."
And that was it.
Yeah,
and,
that was
and
it.
that's
This
what
is
there
the
was.
news story.
Troy
Yeah.
Kwan is that's the satisfaction
Troy,
of your
it's a terrific
repertoire.
song. Let's get it on YouTube. Let's go to the next
Oh,
level.
let's
with this
go.
thing.
Let's go.
And that way we can open it up to comments and stuff.
Yeah, let me know when
Yeah.
it's up there so we can pass it on to
Open
the
up
listeners.
Yeah, we'll do.
They know how to make something viral, so let's get it going.
Sam doesn't want those tweets going away anytime
No,
soon,
no.
does he?
And you're going to be working on the Jim Norton song, right?
Yes, we'll get started on that right away.
I have to say my voice.
Jimmy, can you give us a little something?
I just think I need something.
You sound like Gollum.
I don't know. Precious, you've treated me so bad.
That's good. See,
That's good. I like
Are
it.
you getting a
Good.
feel for it,
Yeah,
Troy?
yeah. Just trying to figure out the direction we're going to go. and
yeah.
But I want to pep it up to I miss you.
Oh God.
I miss you.
I must what?
I want to put like a little British pep in there too.
Yeah.
Lots of reverb, lots of delay.
Yeah.
You know, make it just sound.
I want it
Very,
auto
very.
tuned. I don't want to sound like a jizz bag.
No, you'll sound like $1 million
You're
bucks.
going to sound a little English in there.
I want to.
Yeah, pop
Bury the vocals in music.
it. Hey, I got something that Jimmy once did at K-Rock, if you want to hear it.
Is it a song?
Oh, this is a great song that you might not remember.
I do
this.
not. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me that you love me more. Sleepless, long nights. That was what my youth was for. Oh, teenage hopes arrive at your door. Left you with nothing, but they want some more. Oh, you're changing your heart. Oh, you know who you are. You have to turn that off, Gregory. I always get emotional when I hear Feist. I can't listen to Feist without getting all teary-eyed.
Why is Troy still in here?
I don't know.
That's
there you go.
awkward.
See her, yeah.
That's
All right,
awkward. There he goes. Wow.
He was starting to feel a little too comfortable.
Yeah, well,
man.
you fix that.
He's like, wow, I'm just hanging with the guys.
Yeah. One of the guys. What
What are we going to talk about next? Kim Kardashian.
Yes.
For what it's worth, Perez Hilton gave this song a glowing review.
Really?
And that's true.
Well,
Did she?
Because
Because he's gay.
he's decided to, instead of putting cum bubbles on all the celebrities' faces, now he's going to be their best friend.
Yeah.
Very,
Positive.
very strange.
Oh, I like that.
It's about positivity.
Yeah, he's drastically changed, and he's really not happy
Like
that
the
there's a lot of
test results.
negativity out there and a lot of haters. When he was the king of the haters.
Yeah,
Yes.
So
yes.
now he's like everyone's friend, and then
Yeah.
the celebrities are just accepting it, which is very, very strange.
They don't want to be made fun of.
They forgot that this guy used to draw dicks and cum bubbles on their
Right.
faces.
But then that kid killed himself, and Perez was kind of in a quandary.
Right.
Yeah.
Because just like when he denied saying faggot to, I think, Will.i.am and the Black Eyed Peas, now he had this problem of, I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, bullying.
Yeah.
It's all about bullying.
And then you got this Ryan Seacrest, who seems to be very popular these days.
Oh, you bet he is.
And he's sucking up to the Kardashians. I understand he
well,
does
he's more than sucking up to the. I mean, he's the executive
I
producer
understand.
on
That's what I
all
was
of their
going to
reality
say.
shows.
I can handle this.
What's with the Ryan Secret?
Yeah, that's the reason. I mean, he produces all those fucking shows.
Yeah.
But come on, man, just be honest once. This song sucks, but
It's
he's pumping it up
horrible.
like it's a great thing.
Oh, is he?
He's going to make money on it, probably.
Probably is.
Well, here's
So
the
there's a
Kim
producer
Kardashian
credit.
song. It's Jam, Turn It Up, as premiered on Ryan Seacrest's radio show.
Premiered.
Is that her already?
I don't know.
Is that? I hear something in the background.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh God!
A producer and a gunshot?
Can't even give it her all.
She's like talking.
Yeah.
Supposed to be turned up.
Let me tell you something. It's really annoying. It's like it's not like you listen to it and go that she sucks. She's not like the beat and everything. It's like it's annoying me.
Right. Well, she is hot as all hell. No one will deny
Language.
that. But she is a fucking bore. And even with this song, you could tell she's just like.
That's like play it out of big speakers at Gitmo. That's what they should be doing, blasting this thing out.
Grating.
Oh, it's horrible. I'm not putting anything into it. Did you hear that? What? Going to work like I'm paying my bills?
That's right.
Because she has no idea what that's like, right?
She doesn't know. She can't relate.
I'm going to work like I'm paying my bills or something.
She's never had to pay a bill in her life.
Exactly.
What is she talking about?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Party then party some more. On the floor. Because I'm a whore. Look at my father's face when OJ walks out the door.
Exactly. He should have stabbed that bitch some more.
He knew he was guilty to the core. Oh,
This song is a snore.
it's awful.
My asshole is all I'm good for.
Kim is getting real.
Yeah, she
really?
sure is.
Yeah.
They play in my jam?
Is it skipped? Is it skipping like a record player?
It's not.
You got to put You got to put a dime on the needle. I think the stylus is skipping.
At least she went deep with the lyrics and really kind of got into
She
her
did.
soul. Yeah.
Yeah. You could hear it.
Oh, it's horrendous.
She sounds like she's sitting there and singing in between chewing gum. Like she's like.
Looking at her watch.
Well, they play in her jam.
Away. No one sings like that. I'd love to hear the raw tracks of this.
Oh, no kidding,
Holy
man.
fuckaroni.
Someone who hates her's got to release
Yeah,
those.
please.
We beg you.
Ryan
Send them our way.
Seacrest. Once that fucking cash cow is done.
On air with Ryan Seacrest.
Oh, they play that in the middle of the song?
Yeah, they play like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, because, wow, we might have to play this.
We should do that in the middle of a dick joke. The Opie and Anthony show. Yeah, so her pussy was fucking dripping this white shit. You know how it gets around the base of your dick and drips down your balls? The Opie and Anthony show. It really smells bad.
Just in case other DJs want to play our stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Want to take
just
our,
like Ryan
our
Seacrest.
cock and pussy jokes.
Incidentally, if you said this shit's dripping out of her pussy, you wouldn't need to say the Opie and Anthony show. That's kind of self-branding.
Yes, it really is. We cornered the market on that.
Yeah, no one else.
World premiere.
She has no fucking energy.
There's nothing to that. There's no
auto-tune.
right.
Over-the-top auto-tuning.
Oh, the auto-tuning is awful.
I'm trying to find something I can't.
Perez Hilton's review of it was actually, there's not too much auto-tune.
What?
Seriously.
What a liar. Does he talk at the end of this? Ryan. No.
DJ, here I am.
jam.
Yeah. Well, they are. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Oh, they said turn it off.
She sure did.
Turn it up. Fellas in the club. She's singing about the club.
Have you guys ever been to a club on your payday while they're playing your jam?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you can relate.
It's old hat.
Old hat. It's old hat. I like going out onto the floor in the club and going, give me some elbow room, kids.
Any comments, anybody? No.
Y'all playing my jam.
Are we done with it?
No.
What?
I'm loving that song.
Burn me a copy,
Wait,
please.
You actually want more? I can
I
put it
think
back
it's
in.
phenomenal.
Oh, God, please, no.
It is. I mean, it's decent.
I don't even know.
It's not decent.
I don't even know where we were.
That's horrible.
You really want to hear more of this?
No.
Okay, good.
I love
In the club?
But you know what? It'll make another $1 million for her.
I'm sure. More money rolling in for
Just
her
a
and
world
Ryan
we don't.
Seacrest.
Just a world we don't understand.
That is.
And then Ryan has to play it up like. I mean, if you're on the radio and you get a copy of this, you got to beat it up.
Yeah, what is it? But yeah, he does back the whole
You
thing.
could beat that
so.
beat up, maybe.
Oh,
But beyond that,
You know what? You know what? I like that one.
Pauly D song.
I like the Pauly D.
Beat the beat up.
Beat that beat.
Beat
up.
that beat
Can we hear
up.
that?
Beat that beat
That's
up.
yours.
Yeah, all right.
This isn't the Kim Kardashian song? It's
No, this is Pauly D's song.
Oh, nice.
You faded out.
That's the whole thing?
Pretty much.
It's time to beat
pretty
that
much.
beat up.
Just nonsense.
I also like this one.
I saw the sign. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign. And it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Where do you belong?
I forgot how great that is.
She really
I did
does
forget.
roll.
Oh,
I did
God.
not forget, man.
I
I would rather hear that than Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
song.
yes. God damn, that's a classic.
We got to get that contest back. What was that?
MacBook karaoke.
MacBook karaoke. We got to bring that back.
Please.
We brought it
I
up.
saw the sign.
Use your old
and it
MacBook.
opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign. And it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Where do you belong?
That breathiness.
She gets all breathy with a really cheap microphone.
Yeah, if Troy's listening, yeah, that's the kind of breathiness we need on Jimmy's song.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, you just hear without the windscreen on it, so it's just wind. Oh, sounds like the Weather Channel when they report from a hurricane. It's horrid.
We got to get an update on her.
Oh,
Pamela?
what happened to her? Was that her name?
Pamela.
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 She was
I
in
don't remember
college
her
at the
last
time,
name.
right?
Yeah.
Saw the signs. She probably has kids now.
I wonder if she has a pop career somewhere.
Ah.
I would imagine. A budding pop career.
I'm sorry, but my favorite of all time is We Deliver Keggers.
We Deliver Keggers,
I saw the sign.
Nikki.
It's probably a close second, but
Yeah.
Nikki's We Deliver Keggers is one for the ages, man.
I love that, though.
I just wish Autotune had been popular when we knew her.
We didn't
We
know.
could have done a million
my
things
God,
with her.
we could've-
We didn't know.
You might want to give that to Troy Kwan, see if he can pump it up.
Pump up, I saw the swing.
The Music Man on the Opie and Anthony show.
And it opens up my eyes. I saw the sun. Life is demand. She
I
articulate.
saw the sign.
Yes, one more time.
It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I saw the sign. And it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. Where do you belong?
See, she has passion.
She does.
Kim Kardashian just called it in.
She
Like,
worked
all right,
that.
Well, now I got to do a pop song. All right, I could give you a half hour.
She worked that song.
She wants
certainly
to be
did.
there.
Yeah.
It was breathy.
Yeah.
There was a little emotion behind it.
She was doing a little dance when she was doing
some
it.
energy.
It's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Where is she
And
now?
she can perform live.
I want to. Where are they now?
Yeah, we got to
On her.
do. We got to do a few. Where are they now?
Yeah.
week of
Maybe we have a week of where are they nows.
Everyone except Bobo.
Well, we want like
hopefully it'll be under a bus wheel.
Do people miss him?
Bobo? No, nobody misses him.
I don't think so.
In fact, everybody's going to get pissed off that we brought his name up today.
I know. You see when he tweets and it's like, oh, just want to get back on the show. And people just like, shut the fuck up
That's
and
the
die.
one time I stopped getting angry tweets, when everybody just tweets me and tells me to kill Bobo instead.
Do you get a lot of angry tweets?
Yes, a lot of angry tweets.
Yeah. People hate you?
Hate. Especially
yesterday.
I mean, yesterday I got all day, I was getting threats of violence and death and just requests to have my job removed from the company. They didn't like the way I treated E-Rock.
Well, I thought it was terrific.
I didn't think I did anything out of line.
Did you see Bobo's tweet yesterday? All the misspellings?
Oh, yeah.
I know we don't want to like bring up Bobo.
It's
but
beyond me.
There was like 5 or 6 words that weren't even close to spelling right.
Yeah. No, you know why that is actually?
Because he's fucking dumb.
That's right. The answer was because he's retarded.
The answer is A, the R word. Hey,
R word. We took the pledge.
Take the pledge about the R word, okay?
Yeah.
I pledge to call Bobo retarded every day until he dies.
I didn't think that was the pledge.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
You're going to make Al
I pledge
Roker.
allegiance to the retarded.
No, that's not the
You're going to make
pledge.
Al Roker very mad.
Bobo is...
Al Roker actually yesterday, because someone brought it to his attention that we were beating him up again yesterday.
Oh, really?
And Al Roker goes, tell those guys I said hi. Are they still on the air somewhere?
Good one.
Oh, really?
That's what Al Roker had to say.
That's good.
Are they still on the air?
Yes, we're doing stomach staple radio, you big dumb fucking fatso.
No fucking willpower douchebag.
Stop trying to mean something. Here's your whole job. It's raining. Thank you, fat boy.
Oh, thank you, chubby weatherman.
Thank you. I want to be fat boy. He's struggling to.
He really is.
To not be fat again.
How hard is that every day, huh? You look at food, want to shove it in your fat fucking head.
Are they still on the air somewhere?
Sorry, we don't have a weatherman gig on the Today Show, you fucking albatross.
Yeah.
Trying so hard to fucking mean something on his blog because they don't want to hear you in studio.
Well,
What's the matter?
They give him a cooking segment now, so that's
Of course
terrific.
they do.
Oh, that's great.
After 40 years on TV, they finally gave him a little cooking segment too, with stuff he can't eat.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Because you know Al can't control himself.
Al.
He would eat the whole fucking plate, wouldn't you, Al?
Oh,
Al.
God.
Yeah, we're still on the air, fatso.
Yeah.
Joe Jonas made a pledge to stop using the R word.
Who?
Joe Jonas.
From the Jonas Brothers?
I have pledged to stop using the R word. Have you? Take the pledge at r-word.org.
Could
we go there?
Guys,
Asshole, stop using the R word.
I took the pledge to stop using the R word. Stop using the words with the letters. Could we just stop doing that and be adults?
Right.
Roly-poly, that's the word Al should have stopped using.
The R word.
Wouldn't the campaign be more successful if they said, I'm not going to say retard anymore?
Yeah.
Instead of the R word?
I guess.
What?
I got scared.
You know how badly I want to make one of those R-word pledge videos just to read the comments I would
Org.
get?
It's org, Danny.
Yeah, exactly.
My God, it's org.
Exactly. That's the sound they make.
There's the joke right there. It's not going to get better than that.
Oh, I knew it. There it is. Take the pledge. Spread the word.
To end the word.
Yeah.
Should I click on pledge?
Pledge. Let's see the pledge. What is it?
I pledge. Well, I don't want to say it.
Say it.
No, because then I won't be allowed to
It's not
say
like the
retards.
Necromonicon fucking.
If you were to
doing?
take this, you would pledge and support the elimination of the derogatory use of the R word from everyday speech and promote the acceptance and inclusion of people with intellectual disabilities.
Is that what it's called? Intellectual disabilities.
Intellectual
Oh,
disabilities. But they don't want that pointed out. That's
They
gonna
don't
be
have intellect.
Yeah. That's going to be the next problem, that you're pointing that out.
ID words.
So how many words have we lost?
But you
now?
are retarded. It's like it's okay to be retarded. It doesn't mean you're a bad person if you're retarded.
You're dialed back a little. You're a little not quite
But
there.
are they going to include them in all their things? Like, are the people taking the pledge going to hire them in the bank or, as tellers? Are you going to have them run your offices? Are you going to give them jobs as police officers?
You just played Joe Jonas, right? Is
Yes.
that what you said?
Yeah.
So why doesn't Joe Jonas hire one of these tards to go on tour and do a little something?
there's already
You're
three
using
of them.
a T-word. Yeah, just because you made the R-word pledge doesn't mean you can use the T-word.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I'm smart.
Holy shit, that is really that
I'm not
works.
going to use that word anymore, certainly. But
Tard.
Tard. So why doesn't
out
Joe
the R.
Jonas hire a tard?
It's gonna be a whole line of pledges.
Yes, I promise to no longer say the R word. From now on, I'll just call them dumb bellows.
How about dunderheads?
Thunderhead.
Can we make our own video?
Today. Yes, I think it's a good
Today,
idea.
we got to make the pledge and go, look, we want to suggest some other words because the retard word's not working anymore.
You just
I
say-
want to go with tard, dunderhead. What was yours?
Dumb bellow.
You're stupid!
Oh, sorry, Tard.
But in all this, Jimmy makes a really good point. It means nothing if you just say, I'm not going to use the R
Right.
word anymore. Why don't you fucking hire somebody with a disability? Yeah, you certainly wouldn't do that. You certainly wouldn't bring one of these people in your inner circle.
Or date
It's
one of
all-
them.
That's why it's so fucking fake
Oh,
and
God.
it's all bullshit.
A Jonas brother dating a retard.
But I'm saying, no. But I mean, if you're that
Bobo
sincere,
can't get laid for shit.
how about you date somebody with intellectual disability?
Oh, that's great.
Oh, wait, I guess so. That's not attractive. That's not sexy. Again, it stopped being these phony statements. I mean, Al Roker should say it because it applies to him.
Oh, God.
The R word, really unimportant.
They're still in there somewhere. Tell said hi.
The R word, rain, fat boy. The
Tell
R
us
word.
about it.
Tell us about it.
Should I bring my
Yeah.
galoshes?
Stand out there with an umbrella, piggy. Stand out there on the beach as the wind is blowing through your fucking non-hair, your fucking thermometer-sized skull.
But there you go. I mean, that's the point. If they really care, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah,
I'm
let's
sure-
see Joe Jonas.
I'm sure a lot of these kids with disabilities can't find a gig anywhere. So, and Joe Jonas is a very powerful person. So why don't you hire a few?
Could you see him like on?
Why don't you do
there's
that?
my girl in the front row, and they just pan the camera over, and you just see some drooling fucking idiot sitting there.
We should get Bobo to make a video asking Joe Jonas for a job as a backup singer.
Yes, I could do that.
I saw your pledge.
I saw your pledge.
Or have Bobo just an overall video for all the people that are pledging to not use the R word.
Thank you.
Could you take it a step further and hire me?
Yeah,
Let's do
yeah.
it. Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if we could get Bobo. He's hard to get.
I live in Queens, and I need a job.
Tell Bobo if he could get on a fucking subway today.
Well, he's really pissed at Travis. Bobo is.
Why?
Who isn't?
Because Travis, Travis.
Did Travis kick him in the balls?
No.
Oh,
What?
God. Oh, no.
I don't
You're
even
gonna
know
get
what
talking
that
to
means.
on your way to the elevator, like I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. You're not supposed to mention that.
No, because he called Travis.
But from who?
I don't remember.
Them or?
No, them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's make believe shit doesn't happen.
It was
around
great.
here.
I know. It's the biggest,
boy.
biggest
That's the
thing to do.
weirdest thing. Let's just make believe it didn't happen. Take it out of the replay. And I yell
I
at these
know.
guys. I'm like, it already happened.
It happened.
What
are
do
you
you
going
mean
to do?
take it out of the replay?
It happened. What are you going to do?
Whatever.
Well, the reason he's upset is because
Thank
Travis was doing his job as a producer on this show and saying, Car Crash Comedy is coming up. Oh. Bobo called him like yesterday or 2 days ago demanding to be a part of Car Crash Comedy. And Travis said,
Demanding.
it's over. It's like, we've already filled the slots. You can't be in this contest.
Yeah, this has been going on for some time now because Bobo has become very used to coming on this program.
Right, whenever any event happens.
Right, so, I mean, when we told him that he could be a part of it, he needs to submit like everyone else.
Yeah, that's what we told him weeks ago. Make a
idea.
tape, email it in, and you can be submitted like anybody else, and we'll judge it and whatever.
But I'm special.
Exactly.
Well, he never did. So then we told him that he wasn't, he could not participate, and then he just started demanding to be part of the audience, and we said, well, all those spots are filled, and he couldn't understand why we weren't giving him special treatment.
I'm special.
Not only could he not understand why we weren't giving him special treatment, but he was upset that we didn't let him know that we were going to be soliciting for audience
You
members.
can't comprehend a life like mine.
Like I have to tell, like I have to tell you every time we're going to do something instead of every other listener who emailed me and got themselves a spot in the
So you
audience.
would be getting upset that Bobo was being an idiot? What?
I was being upset
Were you
because
surprised?
Bobo's got a little ego on him,
Oh.
and a big ego, and he thinks that he just deserves
penis.
A little penis, big ego.
No, he's entitled to all this stuff. And,
Looks like his penis looks like a dog toy that needs to be replaced. When it gets to that point where it's like, oh, this needs to be thrown away.
All right. So no Bobo today? Fuck it.
Today we can have Bobo today.
No, not on the air, but a video to like begging for a job from all these assholes pledging not to use the R word anymore.
Him just shaking his arms back. I think. Full body shot, not just his head. Do like a couple of transitions.
Sure. He misses you.
And when
where he pulls his finger out of his hand, points.
By the way, he figures if he just gets a chance to talk to Opie and Anthony, he'll be able to come in for Car Crash
you guys
Comedy.
have been blowing, you've been throwing up a roadblock.
He thinks that we're the cock blockers.
Yeah.
So do you guys, let's get this straight for Bobo. Opie and Anthony, do you want Bobo to come in on the air on the show?
So after the break, we're going to play Jimmy on Sean Hannity.
Yes.
Talking about prostitutes.
Very good.
Why that motherfucker like hookers so much?
Yeah, we should take a break. What the hell? Jimmy had a great appearance on Sean Hannity's show last night.
Retard gotta eat.
And one of the guys with you certainly wasn't happy about your comments on Charlie Sheen.
Yes, see, the Reverend was not happy, nor was the lady next to me. They were very nice, but they were not pleased with yours truly.
Yeah, we'll get a little insight on that after the break. And also a brand new Charlie Sheen rap song.
Oh, great.
So
love the Charlie Sheen songs. They're fantastic.
Before we play the rap song, when we get back, we should play the Troy song.
Yes. I fucking love that song.
It's a great song.
That's... no, we're not playing it to break because I want to enjoy it.
Right.
Because during the break, I got to go make duties. And I want to hear this fucking Troy song again, man.
Yeah, it is good.
The Opie and Anthony Show on the virus. Sirius XM.
Everybody. Yeah. Yeah. What? Get R-worded. Ha!
In here. What happened? What happened? What happened?
I don't want to ever see you again. Stop laughing at me. You're stupid. Why did you do that? Why did you spend everyone laughing at me?
It's Music Day on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah.
What the hell? We got a lot of them. I want to hear some Kenny songs today. Let's make it Music Day. Is that all right with everyone?
Why not?
So, E-Rock, if you got some Kenny, Club Soda Kenny's terrific with his stuff. Big A. We haven't done a Big A one yet.
Big E.
Big A. Who, fuck, man.
He's losing weight.
I'm stepping out of character right now.
That's good.
This motherfucker has lost 80 pounds, and he's telling everyone he's feeling much better. And he was in a tough spot, a very serious spot. So I'm not fucking making any jokes right now. I just want Big A to know, keep it up, brother. Keep it up.
He tweeted that and
because he needs the support. Because
weight.
I guarantee it, he just wants to be eating how he used to, and he's
house
sticking
needs
to
support.
it.
His floor,
all right, what
his
the hell?
bed needs support.
I guess we do need it.
Let's try the mask out real quick.
Oh no!
Really?
All right, quick, and then we'll explain.
All right, we're trying to. Oh wait! Oh.
I don't know if it's going to work yet, Open.
All right,
I don't think it's ready.
How much do you hold? Fuck, I'm going to videotape
All right.
it.
No, we didn't just cut to some other show.
Hold on.
We will explain this. Okay. Hold on. Just hold it for a second.
Hold on.
It's got to be videoed. Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Should we just fart?
Oh, wait.
The hose came off.
The fucking thing came off. Help me.
Put it back.
Nah, it won't stink.
It won't stink?
Nah, it won't be enough. I felt it slip out the top of my crack.
No, I'm not getting it.
Nah, see?
No, you're not getting it?
I felt his air blow back at my...
Oh, wait, he just got it. He just got some.
Oh, did you get some?
It works.
Oh, yay! Yay! Pudding!
Oh, no.
Wait, what happened, Daddy?
You're welcome.
It's our new...
I was expecting to just continue.
Oh, that's the mic's not on. No.
Oh, sorry.
I was expecting to continue just sniffing the plastic because it has like a very plasticky smell, and then all of a sudden, like the last big breath that I was like, I'll try it one more time, and I'm giving up. I was like, oh, there it is.
Dr. Steve was kind enough to make a mask that was supposed to be for a deadliest snatch, so we could take sniffs off of the snatches. It is a mask that you would put on if you were under anesthesia. like an anesthesia mask, covers the mouth. It's got a hose that comes out of it, and on the other end is another little mask that Jimmy had on his asshole. And Danny strapped this first mask on, and it's connected with a tube, little surgical fucking little vacuum cleaner looking tube, and it's to smell farts now. It was supposed to be for Deadliest Snatch, but Jimmy put it on his asshole, and Danny put it on his face, and he got a great whiff of Jimmy's fart.
And you know what's weird is when Danny laughed at one point, I felt his air blow back against my asshole. It was so awful. And then here's the problem with that, though. The way I had it over my asshole, this is behind the kind of behind the scenes footage. I felt half the fart escape up my spine.
Oh.
A little rascal made a run for it. Yeah,
I made a run for it.
That little rascally fart.
Made a run for it.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, it's
well, for the first try, not bad.
It definitely works.
We can improve on it.
We definitely have proof of concept.
Really? You did smell it?
Absolutely. There's definitely proof of concept here.
Right. With a real nasty one, a lot of volume to it, that'd be sick.
That would have been a lot better because I was kind of frustrated with the strap that kind of attaches it to the back of your head. So I was just kind of holding it to my face, so it was very easy for me to
pull
escape
away.
that.
Right.
But if this was like on my head, like that would have been not fun.
We have to do like if somebody fucks up, they have to put on the mask
and take a Jimmy fart.
And by the way, the mask will entail putting it on with the strap and maybe being handcuffed behind your back so you can't take it off.
Can't even take it off.
That would be horrible.
Jimmy, you gonna have another one in
medieval torture?
I tell you, I mean, I'm trying to eat better, but for the show, I would eat a little ice cream.
For the show.
But I will say, if I eat a little ice cream, I'll be clearing my throat a lot. But
and you'll be clearing your asshole.
Let me just say this: my asshole will become a beehive of activity.
Can we get this done today?
I'm sure we can. Yeah, we have
you need ice cream?
Yes, I do.
What's your flavor of choice?
I don't know, but I like to say ice cream. You scream. We all scream when being raped. I just made that up. Yay!
Where's Kenny? We need ice cream.
I don't know, but hopefully wherever he is, he's suffering with a shin injury. I hope Kenny went to get on the elevator and his shin got caught in the door and it ripped up his fucking. Oh, there, here it is.
He's just fine, unfortunately. Here he is. Kenny, we need ice cream because we got to test out our fart mask.
It worked swimmingly well.
Yes, it did.
I'm gonna have a little ice cream, even though we all know I've been hitting the gym lately. Let's all acknowledge my face looks thinner. Okay.
Oh, I got something for that.
Ooh, hopefully it's a big kiss.
Oh, there it is.
Didn't work.
Danny just put the mask on.
Particular flavor?
I don't know. What do you think might make me fart?
I think just chocolate.
No, because chocolate bothers my reflux.
Vanilla?
How about maple walnut?
Strawberry?
How about Rocky Road?
Rocky Road?
A little bit of Rocky
Marshmallow swirl?
Chocolate chip cookie dough.
Chocolate chip cookie
Yeah,
dough?
you need an ice cream with a lot going on in it.
Yeah, but a small one though. I can't be even for the show. I can't be eating all of this.
Oh my god, I can't wait for the farts to
Will
start.
the sound go through the tube? Put this.
Me either.
Put the thing on the other end of the mic, and go away from the mic and talk. Let me see.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, this is like engine room.
You know what, Kenny? Here's what we're gonna do for the show. This is how I feel about the show. Out with the old coffee. Goodbye.
Oh shit!
And I would like to have a little more coffee, but with half and half.
Oh shit!
Oh, half and half. That does it.
And a
Oh,
sugar.
shit.
And a little thing of Rocky Road
But
with
sugar
chocolate
needs a
chip
kiss.
cookie dough, a small one.
And what about some
Oh,
grapes?
No, grapes will do it for me.
Oh, grapes.
Grapes will
Anybody
make
have
me
any
gassy.
cum? Not for that
It
reason.
won't help, but
I just mean as a reward.
Yeah, I'm not exactly volunteering to take on all this gas.
He's talking.
I think Sam should take one because Sam
no.
was such a little bitch.
Danny's the Mythbuster type. You're the Mythbuster guy. So
Yeah, you really are.
This is made for you, Danny. Danny's going to try out this mask.
What
and
myth is being busted that a fart can travel through a tube?
Is it gay?
Are you doing ass to mouth with a tube?
Actually, to be fair, I mean, I don't mind. I'll take all the farts that Jimmy has to offer.
Wow.
But I'm so incredibly used to them because I sit in here, I
You
smell
weren't
them.
used to it. You fell over on the chair back
It
there.
was so concentrated.
my mouth.
It knocked you over. I got horrible video, so hopefully Jimmy will get another fart going so we can make a proper video.
Please
for everyone.
isolate that. You'll never hear that again.
Yeah, something tells me he will.
Huh? Oh, good.
Something
yeah.
tells me
Oh,
he'll
good.
get it.
Under
You have a lot
pressure.
of confidence?
I really do because I can feel the little bacteria in my colon already. I can actually hear a little work whistle blow.
Vinny is very correct from Northwest Indiana. First fucking instant feedback from Northwest Indiana. Fiber One bars. I had to give up on those fuckers. That is some serious gas.
I don't want to
shit.
eat too much stuff. I just know ice cream makes me.
You have to do it for the show.
I'll tell you what would get me, although they're not
Sit
available
back
now.
and enjoy the show.
A White Castle burger or something like that, but I won't eat them.
The show.
What's going to make you start farting?
I think ice cream might, because I very, very rarely, if ever, have that kind of milk.
Are you lactose intolerant?
I must be. I must be.
Oh, no.
I really must be. Because literally when I shit after eating ice cream, I have to stand so the Carvel-like fucking swirl doesn't tap me back on the asshole. That's like matter meeting antimatter.
Yes. They should never touch.
Yeah, that's good. I've done an hour and 8 minutes and shit, and it's only been on for an hour and 9 minutes. A boo.
The fart gas. That thing is hilarious, though, man. Who got
mask.
that? Dr. Steve?
We should make it
Yeah,
shorter.
Dr. Steve made that.
Can we make that shorter? Like, that should be a lot shorter.
No, I kind
don't
of like.
know.
I kind of like that. You could smell someone's fart from across the
But I'm telling you,
room. He smelled it.
Yeah,
In the end,
Definitely,
he
dude,
smelled
it
it.
definitely works just fine. And like if you had it, you said that your positioning was off. If you had that directly positioned comfortably, it would be perfect.
Well, there was a panic that happened because Jimmy knew he didn't have much time, and he had to set up the apparatus around his asshole, and Danny had to put the other end around his face.
Yeah, well, it's like the strapping that holds it to your head. It's a little cumbersome, let's say, and it's a little difficult to throw
What's
on
the
a
matter,
pitch.
Travis? Does this have to be approved?
Yes, the lawyers all calling because they want to come down and enjoy it.
No, I just want to make sure. I'm going to run down to Dwayne Reed and get you some ice cream. But they also have, at most Dwayne Reeds, they have those frozen White Castle burgers. Are you sure you
Nah,
don't
I'm
want
not yet.
them?
That's too much.
Jesus.
Yeah, those are
I don't eat
delicious.
that. I don't trust that. And B, a little ice cream is one thing, but a fucking
They're
white
packaged. They're fine.
don't trust it.
You don't need a
a McDonald's hamburger. Literally, if I ate a McDonald's hamburger before the last pickle went down, it would be a fest.
Well, you know what? They serve burgers for breakfast at Burger King now.
Oh.
No, they don't do it to be McDonald's. Something McDonald's.
Yeah,
it's probably the kangaroo feet.
But the problem there is it's diarrhea, not farts.
Oh no, it's farts.
Oh, fuck
I love
no.
eating those. Me and Kenny come back on late night runs, like driving back from Boston. There's nothing open.
Yeah.
But McDonald's.
McDonald's.
You want a tofuti?
Mickey D's.
Nah, they don't do it because there's no milk in
Tofuti
them.
cuties, remember those?
They're good, but there's no milk in them.
How about a milkshake from McDonald's?
Oh,
Nah, it's
my
too fatty.
God.
Too much. Little
Those
ice
do
cream
it to
is
me.
one.
A chocolate shake from McDonald's.
What about a smoothie? Is that to it?
No, let's just get the ice cream.
I remember when I
show on the road.
remember you used to get smoothies every day, and I would start percolating about 10 minutes after the smoothie and be like, why did I just eat that?
It's a little like Rocky
drink
Road or
it.
Well, you
something.
just got to fart into it, not rocket a shit down it.
That would be great though. A bunch of shit. The mask is on and just comes through the tube at your face.
I would love that.
You know that's what it would end up
yes.
being with us.
Yeah, we'll make you a fucking centipede.
Yeah, we're going to get bored with the fucking
Human
fart
centipede.
thing. All right, go get the ice cream, Travis. Let's get this going.
Yes.
In the meantime...
and bring me back a cowlick.
In the meantime, Jimmy was on Sean Hannity.
Yes.
And Sean just loves the program, loves Jimmy Norton.
He does. He's very supportive of the show. Yeah. He's very, very supportive of the show. Yeah, he's great.
He called me after Homeless Charlie and basically told me to tell everybody to cut the shit.
Yeah.
He was very angry with the radio show when we almost got fired for the Homeless Charlie bit. And called me personally. He's like, I'm very concerned about you and the rest of the guys. You guys got to cut the shit. And Sean Hannity doesn't really curse.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, he was cursing because he was that mad.
That was...
He didn't want us to go away again for some reason.
That was a while ago.
And
Thank
I thought,
God.
what a stand-up guy that he was so concerned. He searched us out and made sure we got the message.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's similar.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. It's similar.
It's the same thing.
No, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that.
But it's Steve-O.
Oh, is that Jackie? I've never seen that. Oh.
Steve-O wearing a fart mask. He's got a fart helmet on. It's like a cut the video.
It's like an old, yeah.
Cut the video on the Video Rangers helmet.
I didn't know
Space
Jack
helmet on, no, cut the video.
Yeah, but I think the fat dude took a dump in it.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he took a
I
dump.
think they show a log in it.
And Steve-O, yeah. Steve-O's breathing it in like he's shitting it.
Oh, my
He
God.
shitting it.
What a fucking animal.
I was watching Jackass 3D last night. in the theater with old school glasses.
Nice.
It was the old school 3D, the red and the blue lens. That's how they're putting out this Jackass 3D.
That we got yesterday.
When it comes out. Yeah, it's coming out in a couple of days. And I wore the glasses and watched it. And every time we were taking the glasses on and off, we'd pause, take a piss or something, take the glasses off, we'd like, ow, oh, paper cut, oh, fuck. Like, it could chew the top of your ears apart. Those things are like razor blades. But I was sitting there like idiots with the 3D glasses on. And old school 3D, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was very nostalgic to watch some of that old school 3D. But when that big dildo comes flying at you,
how funny is that?
It's like it was coming right at your face.
When you're in a full theater, that scene fucking kills.
Just kill people just laughing their balls off, right?
Dying.
Yeah.
Fucking dying.
Yeah, that was cool.
And then you try to move out of the way because your stupid brain gets involved.
It's like,
and you really can't move out of the way of it. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's fucking funny, though, man. There's some great stunts in there. Great gross out shit. The cameraman that kept puking was hysterical, too. He couldn't take it. He threw up on his camera.
There's the pic.
Ah, there it is.
I found that angle to be a little like rolly eyes, kind of like a right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What? I had to show the seats?
No. The camera guy puking all the time.
Really?
Yeah, that was one of those things that hit me as okay. They needed an angle here, so let's get this. The camera guy's all nauseous. He's going to throw up again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few. I mean, throughout the Jackass series, I suppose there's been a lot of those.
There's been a few where you're like a little suspect.
Yeah, 2, there was a lot of that as well.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I did get that a bunch of times with the 3D.
The thing with me, anytime people are puking, I'm fucking laughing. I don't know what it is.
Puke's always funny.
That gagging, like when Steve-O's throwing up, he makes that gag face, and it just lets loose. Puking. Makes me laugh.
There you go. Jim talks about Charlie Sheen on Sean Hannity last night. And congratulations to Sheen. 1 million fucking Twitter followers in less than a day.
Unbelievable.
He did it in
But he
less
lost
than
his
a
kids.
day.
Yeah, but he lost his kids. No, he's got Twitter followers.
He's got over 1 million new friends and 2 less kids right now.
Yeah.
That's the latest on Charlie Sheen. But here's Jimmy on Sean Hannity last night.
He's a comedian whose new CD, Despicable, is out in March 8th. He also is a regular on the Opie and Anthony show on XM Sirius Radio. Jim Norton is back, guys. Good to see you.
Thank you, Sean. Good to be back.
I'm getting it. I can't wait to get your comments on Charlie Sheen. So we'll get to that in a second. And why do I think you probably agree with him?
Because I've done worse things than he has.
No. Yeah. Well, all right. We'll talk about it.
See, he gets really nervous when you're on there.
Oh, he
loves you, but
stuttering.
Sean always has a little mini panic attack.
Yeah. Yes.
He loves you, but then he's like, oh, God, I hope I don't get fired for this.
That Jimmy.
We talked for a few minutes, because some of the stuff is pre-taped, before our segments. We were sitting in the dressing room just rapping and chit-chatting. Yeah. But he gets very panicky. He likes me on Leno and HBO, but he's like, I just know that he's trying to let me know, you can't curse here. It's
like, his core audience would just be, oh, my God, what is he doing?
What do you think?
How do they take Charlie Sheen's kids when the people in the Westboro church are allowed to keep theirs? What's the worst thing he did?
That's actually not a bad point.
He tried to dance after he smoked coke all night. That was his biggest crime.
But hang on a second. You can't do coke or smoke cocaine when you got kids.
Sure you can. I mean, I'm not saying...
You can, but you can't. I mean...
He's committing the crime of being honest. And look, if you're smoking coke, it's stupid. The prostitutes, let's be honest, we all understand the prostitutes. I mean, who hasn't spent half their income on prostitutes?
Me. I have not. Well, I'm one.
All right, maybe a third, because you make a lot more money than most of us do.
Oh, great. That has nothing to do with the money,
we need to have a serious...
Oh, we don't need to have a serious conversation.
What a good line.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a great line.
His crew laughed at him, too. That was great.
But then you hear her jumping in.
We don't need a serious conversation.
How about you keep it fun for a little while, and then we can get to your serious conversation.
You wanted to add one point.
Michael Jackson was allowed to keep his kids. I mean, there was no court proceedings. Just something happened. They came in the middle of the night and took his kids. And it's like, I don't know. I'm just tired of everybody acting like Charlie Sheen is so unique. He's just a guy who's having sex with porn girls, which any of us would do if given the opportunity.
No, not any of us.
No,
I would die flattened under a pile of prostitutes. I'd look like a cat in a hoarder's house. Believe me, that's exactly what I would do.
I love that. Cat in a hoarder's house.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Did the woman understand at all that you were being funny?
Yeah, did they understand funny?
It was a tough point to make because, when you're on those shows, sometimes you're making a point, And it's like, it sounded like I'm defending a guy doing coke with his kids there, but I'm not, because I didn't think he did them with the kids there. And the thing is, they just came and took his kids, and he's not doing it at the moment. So he's just being honest, talking about, like, this is what I was doing. And it's like, they didn't take, I mentioned rappers and stuff, because they didn't take Snoop's kids. They didn't take, there's so many people whose kids they didn't take. So stop acting like this is this big shocking thing.
I think the whole thing, though, was the mother of the kids was the one that put in the order that got the kids taken away.
Well, I think they were just at Charlie's house more than they should have been. I think that's the only reason they went and got him, because they were supposed to be brought back and they weren't.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this big custody thing where they just removed them from the home forever.
No.
You know?
Right.
I think.
But I don't think it was based on his activity that the authorities came in and took the kids. I think it's like based on his activity, the mother of the children thought that it's not good to have the kids there, and then had the authorities.
Why wouldn't they take them after the arrest, or why wouldn't they take them when he was smoking coke? You don't take them after the guy just tested negative for drugs.
Well, they were waiting for the 1 million Twitter follower mark.
Wow,
that's
really?
when you take the kids.
And today we present the Charlie Sheen rap song.
Rap song? Oh, boy.
Yes.
You knew this was coming, huh?
Of course.
Better than Troy Kwan's?
Well, I'm going to defend Troy Kwan's song. I think it's terrific.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, you are?
Yes, of course.
Yes.
I hope this doesn't muscle into Troy Kwan's territory.
Turf. Call it turf.
His turf.
Yeah.
Boy. Good already.
We're all equipped. Hey, kids. Wanna try a little Charlie Sheen? It's the best drug known to man. Winning. Check it out, I'm Charlie Sheen, got cocaine jaw, fuck Brie Olsen, did the whole thing raw. I get 2 million every episode, this modest from my pay. I got fire-breathing fists and Adonis DNA. Fuck AA, fuck anybody with cancer, fuck porn stars, fuck dancers. You call me an addict and I'll just smile, dream on. Punk bitch, I'm the real Ricky Wild thing, Vaughn, my line's polar. It's the 9th inning, you're bipolar, I'm by winning. Banging 7-gram rocks, tear my chest apart, and you will see that I have 3 extra hearts. Doing 75 pounds of yayo every night, that's love.
I win here and I win there.
Doing 75 pounds of yayo every night, that's love. I got tiger blood, Charlie Sheen, Charlie Sheen. 5'9" with the heart on clean. Blinked his eyes and he cured AIDS. His women and cocaine are pure grade. Okay, Charlie Sheen, Charlie Sheen. 10'20", money large and green. Looking in the mirror like I'm a stud. Don't fuck with me, I got tiger blood, come on.
I got tiger blood.
We gotta speed things up now.
I got tiger blood, man.
Yo, taking it down, sticking my dick in it, kicking the venom in a minute, that I'm invincible, have all the demons and chemicals up in the furniture in my hotel room, my wallet is missing, I'm going insane, so I dip in my head in my pocket, I'm slipping my finger like fuck you, I'm blowing cocaine, take a vacation to a porno store, bitches, I'm keeping the trash bin, cause I'm
What I hear when a woman talks.
That guy's really stupid, disaster, sinister, fucking unscrupulous, laughter, rock, I'm born life, this is all a lesson, never fuck Roger Dorn's wife, oops, it's my life, and I'm tired of preaching, igniting, I'm special, I'm making them clap, and I'm still in a 15, we're taking a nap on my battle, tested big and net that will finally love you until we're ice age swimming, I got tiger blood, I stay winning, bitch, Charlie Sheen, Charlie Sheen,
right,
half man, half horse, half machine,
idiots,
camera phone, shooting amateur porn, wrote Apocalypse Now before I was born, Charlie Sheen, Charlie Sheen, bones made of compressed methamphetamine, I'm not an actor, bitch, I'm a drug, I got 5 children and tiger blood.
What was that?
That was awful.
I want to apologize.
That was more infuriating than.
Just,
you guys thought the disc titled Charlie Sheen rap song was going to be really, really good.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
We were hoping. There's only one thing we could do.
Is
at
that
this
Courtney
point.
Cox now?
Yeah. Dude,
right? What the fuck?
I'm telling you, these broads are looking pretty hot, man. Jennifer Aniston looks just as hot as she does.
That don't look bad, though.
They're in their 40s. That's a 40-something. How old is she now? 40, I would say 42.
She don't look bad in that little green bikini
Not
she
bad.
wears.
She looks ridiculous.
She's in some shape.
Yes, she is. Well, I was going to play the Troy Kwan song just to get that.
Oh,
bad
God.
taste. Just to get the bad taste out of it.
Yeah, well.
We don't have to, though.
All right. Showing her age on the ass a little bit.
It starts to look like an elephant's ass.
Yeah, it's loopy and shit.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That bitch got an ass like someone's face.
There's certain places on a woman they can't hide. It's their elbows, their knees, and their ass.
And the A's.
And the A's.
It's right where the ass meets the fucking thigh.
Everything else they could hide, man. If they got the droopy boobs, they could get the implants. They could get a little Botox for the face. They could even stretch the face slightly, as long as you don't do too many of those facelifts. But, man, the elbows don't lie. Demi Moore had a really hot beach picture recently, and her elbows just gave it all away.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like that Shakira song. And my elbows don't lie.
Now I need to show you the elbows.
Let's see.
The elbows gave it away.
Demi.
Whatever.
Is that her?
I didn't think we were going to talk about this today. I would have found the picture for you.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, whatever.
She's got bony elbows too.
She's pretty fucking hot.
What's going on there?
Jesus.
Who? Demi?
Oh my
I don't know.
Look at that. Look at that. Come on in. I know you like little girls, but come on.
Jesus.
I mean, come on. Would you?
Demi Moore.
Well, you got to say yes for Demi because just for the.
Oh, that might be it. Is that the elbow picture?
Let's see. Oh shit.
Let me see.
It starts to look like a little mouth.
Yeah,
a little mouth.
She has a great rump, though.
Starting to look like a Homer Simpson mouth on the elbows.
She does have she is quite shapely.
No, she's ridiculous.
From the rear.
Obviously, we're being a little picky. I mean, she's, look at that.
Yeah, no, her elbows are not nice.
She's got a flat ass, though, right?
Let me see.
The ass is small.
Open that up. I want to see her bent over. I want to see if I can see any camel toe.
It's no... It's
T to the O.
It's no Mila Kunis ass, right, Danny?
With that flat thing.
Mila's is like concave. What's the one that goes in?
Yeah.
Concave sounds good.
You want a convex ass.
Yeah, as much convexness needs to happen.
Where's Jimmy's ice cream?
It's coming. It's on the way.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get the show on the road.
Yum. The show.
All right, so the rap song was a big dud.
That was a
dud-a-roo.
bust.
That was a dud-a-roo.
Yeah, that really was a fucking... That was a flop squared.
What's up with the Charlie Sheen? 1 million followers on Twitter.
Well,
over
what is it
1 million
now? It's probably 1.1 at this point.
I don't know. It's probably slowed down a lot.
Danny, where are we at with Charlie Sheen?
1 second.
Is he pushing 1.1, I'm thinking?
And he's tweeted a picture of his television.
Yeah, well,
with
I didn't
direct
get that
TV
one.
on it.
But Pong.
1.2.
And he was making peace signs at it.
1.2.
It said Pong. Wow, 1.2. Jesus. Yep. He's still going.
Wow.
Ready for my next fastball, world?
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah. Plan better applies to everyone.
Plan better applies to everything where an excuse now sits. Try it. You won't be wrong.
Face it, folks. You just feel better when you say it. Winning.
It's true.
And this is what 1.2 million people feel compelled, and I'm one of them.
Compelled? It's more than that. It's
Power of Sheen compels you.
But he's picking trending topics now. Plan better is I'm sure trending now.
That'll trend.
How many times did you say winning in your life yesterday?
Oh my God, it's crazy.
I can't stop.
It's crazy.
I can't fucking stop.
Winning. How many times did you type hashtag winning?
A few times.
On everything.
A few times.
On like business fucking shit.
I got takeout yesterday, and I just said to the guy who obviously doesn't have Twitter or have any clue who Charlie Sheen is, and I just went, winning.
Winning.
And he looked at me like, what?
Winning. The second you do something and it's cool, you're like, winning. Winning. He coined a whole new fucking phrase.
Oh, I'm going to have a little bit of this.
And then there's the picture of him with the seats.
You got 2 pints of ice cream?
I'm not getting eaten that much.
Well, you never know which one he's going to
Well, it's pretty smart there, Charlie.
I'm a fickle.
What is that, a chili dog?
Charlie dog.
A Charlie dog?
I believe they're Charlie dog.
On a seat?
What's that? His cock between porn tits?
Man, not just a seat. That's a seat from Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field, authentic seat.
You know, when you could buy one of the seats when they do some reconstruction or knock these things down.
You know, I very well could have competed with that picture. Because I have been throwing up some pictures competing with Charlie Sheen. I very well could have used my WWF
You certainly could.
WrestleMania, authentic WrestleMania 2000 seat.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, put something there.
Doesn't that seat have a dent in it?
From when,
well, you were married at the time when.
Oh, right. Yeah,
when you got that seat.
Hey, what the fuck?
Hey, they're ripping you off.
Everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing their.
It's Jameson and Nestle cookie dough, and that's. Wait a minute. Is that? Oh, Seth Green.
Yeah, that's our friend.
Seth Green.
That's our friend. Seth
is standing at, I guess, his kitchen island.
Right.
In front of his stove.
You did one of these too with your girl.
I did it within minutes.
Well, now everyone's doing it.
Now everybody's doing it.
It's
It's
the
the new
thing
thing
to
to
do.
do.
Yeah, it was a race against the clock, I think, with you
It
guys.
really was. Yeah.
What was this tweet again? Charlie's original tweet?
Choose your vice or something?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so
Choose your vice.
So now everyone's choosing their vices and showing the people.
And then I had my my TV from downstairs, the karaoke TV with my big logo on it. The Anthony Cumia Guinness logo.
Oh, okay.
And then I was so insane.
Get the mask.
So insane. Oh, get the mask. Get the mask.
Let's do this properly.
Wow, you just put 2 spoonfuls in your mouth.
I don't want people to think I'm ripping off Jackass. I really didn't know this.
No, it's not. It's believe me. That was last.
Jimmy is.
Hold on,
Oh, geez, Danny is right there. All right, hold it. Just hold it right there.
Jimmy has
Breathe
farted.
deep.
We're waiting. We're waiting.
Breathe deep, Danny. Oh no! Did he get it? He got it.
Oh, he got it.
What's it like? He's screaming. He's screaming in the mask.
Do you have a rod?
Oh shit!
I have pretty okay Jimmy tolerance, but it kind of smelled like a Korean supermarket.
It's so
That's the only way I can describe
concentrated.
it smells like old fish, like cheap sushi or something.
Wow, like bad, like it's going bad.
Yeah, that's all. Like
rotting produce.
Get some rolls to go, bring it to your house, eat half of it, and then leave your house for the weekend and come back. And that's what it smells like.
Wow! Yay!
Ice cream.
Oh. Look at he's a little boy eating his ice cream.
It's so much more like it doesn't have a chance to mix with the air and stuff. Like it's just fucking straight. Someone else has to try that. I took 2 of them already.
Yeah. Someone else.
Is it brutal?
Dude, it kind of sucks. Like that was an okay one because there wasn't a lot of. I guess there wasn't a lot of. I don't know how you measure gas. What do you measure gas with? Like milliliters or something? There wasn't a lot of it there.
Inches to the erection.
ppm.
But if there was a lot of gas there, that would have been tremendously worse.
What we need, though, is an emergency plan. Like when Jimmy says it, we need someone on Ready 5 now. Someone's got to be available to back up.
Well, who's next? We got to leave E-Rock. We got to leave E-Rock alone for a little while. Sam absolutely takes one today.
E-Rock's laughing that he's untouchable today.
He sort of is. I hate to admit it.
He's one of the untouchables.
It's going to bother us all day.
I'll tell you, one of the worst parts. It's almost not the fart itself. It's the waiting for it to get to you.
Oh, the anticipation that it's creeping through the hose like that Pepe Le Pew fucking cloud.
You almost can't just let it sit there. Like you have to almost like siphon it to you. Like
Breathe it in.
Like you're getting gas out of a car.
Breathe deep, the gathering gloom.
Because like the first few inhales, like there's nothing there, and you're like, oh man, this is going to be where it is.
Yeah, which breath is it? Oh, god damn. It's like the gas chamber.
She gets Sam.
Oh, get Sam. Get Sam immediately. Get him now. Get him now.
Jimmy, what the hell?
All right, here he comes. He's running. Jimmy is eating ice cream, and now it's just going through him like crazy. All right, run, Sam, run.
No, I'm okay. It might be a false alarm.
It might be a false alarm?
Yeah, but
Sam, do you know what this is all about?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Listen, you kind of have to start with your mouth there. It's easier to put it on. You could throw it on real quick.
Like over your head.
Yeah.
Like here?
Yeah.
Is it going to work? You got it? Okay, hold on. Jimmy's going.
All right.
Okay, hold
We
it
heard
there.
the fart.
Hold it there. Now breathe deep.
It's not working.
No, breathe deep. Keep going. Through your nose. Through your nose.
Sam's not doing this exactly.
I know. I felt his breath on my asshole.
Yeah, because
pushing
he's sniffing and then he's exhaling.
Yes, he's pushing the fart back.
Pushing it back.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you kind of have to do is kind of sniff and then kind of just get it out so that you can breathe.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well,
And also, I mean,
ruined that one.
Yeah.
After I'm done doing mine, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but Troy's shy. He really wants to try it.
Oh, Troy.
Really?
He wants to. He's shy about it, though.
Yeah.
Well, we got to
yeah.
make sure he gets one of those.
Okay, good.
Troy definitely needs to put on the mask. Yeah,
Can I go
you
back?
did it wrong.
Can I go back to the office, or I need to stay and ready?
Jimmy's eating ice cream. Give him a few minutes.
Okay, I'll stay here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this like I don't know what you'd call this, but
hot. The little
whatever like mouth, whatever kind of like gassy, masky apparatus that this is.
It's definitely an anesthesia mask.
Yeah, it's only got like a one way. Like there's no, or maybe there is a
should
little
be a
vent.
check valve thing.
Yeah, you know
where,
what there is, but it's not very good. Yeah, there it is.
It's a check valve, man.
Well, where you could breathe in and the air would flow into the mask, but when you breathe out, it comes out of the mask itself and not back through the hose. So it has a relief valve on it.
You want to take one?
Oh, yeah.
Missing California girl wanted to send her to Afghanistan or something, or Pakistan. A stepfather allegedly set up a marriage in Pakistan and sending a white little girl over there.
Holy shit.
What an asshole. Jesus.
And maybe her room was dirty. He wanted to straighten her out.
All right.
I can't eat much more of this. It's too fattening.
Really? Is
got-
it good?
You got enough in you.
It's really good, right?
The farts are going to come now.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
The ice cream.
Everything
is
good
ridiculous.
is so fucking bad for you.
They hate when we talk about stuff like this.
Like chick stuff.
Yeah, they don't like when we talk like chicks.
It's
It really bothers the people.
It's actually not as much as I would have thought.
Yeah.
Half a cup is there's 3.5 servings.
Counting
per container.
calories. Counting calories. That's what we do here on the
A
Opie and
little over
Anthony
1,000
show.
calories for the whole thing.
1,000 calories for the whole thing.
Yeah, so I'm not.
But you wouldn't eat the whole thing.
No.
Malin Ackerman is coming in later today. Can we have her sniff one?
Oh, boy.
She wants her movie plugged, yeah. Tell her right now, man.
Pull up a picture of her so you can see what she looks like.
Who's this?
Malin Ackerman. Malin.
Yeah, she's coming in to promote something, right? Some movie.
Let's see,
thank you.
Let's see who this is.
Yeah, we know her.
Of course. She's very famous.
What has she been in? I don't know who she is.
She's been in lots of movies. She was in
I'm 6.
Jesus.
Heartbreak Kid. She was in Harold and Kumar. She was once voted Sweden's sexiest woman.
How about a movie we liked?
Harold and Kumar was good.
Oh, wait a minute.
Heartbreak Kid was great. Her scenes.
Was it?
She was in The Proposal with Sandra Bullock. You liked that one, Opie, right?
She wasn't in The Comeback, was she?
Yes, I believe she was.
Jesus.
Wow, she's hot.
There's a lot of...
Oh, she was Watchmen was her big movie.
I didn't see Watchmen. Is that a good movie? I can't figure it out.
Her scenes are the best thing in the whole
People
movie.
either love that movie or hate it.
Nobody
what
hates
movie's that? Who else is in it?
Watchmen?
Yeah.
It's a superhero movie with...
That's the one with Dr. Manhattan's penis?
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan's dick. He's in
Dr. Manhattan's
his
dick.
wiener's in it.
Tell her that she's going to put on the fart mask.
The
then.
fart mask?
Yeah, the fart mask
And-
apparatus, we'll call it.
She
Oh,
is...
fuck. I love her.
Yeah.
Why?
She was Juna in The fucking Comeback.
Yeah, I told you she was in The Comeback.
You know, you saw The Comeback, right?
Yeah.
The fucking, I love her.
Did I?
Maybe you haven't?
No, I don't know.
She's
What-
great.
What's the comeback about?
It was,
I'm having a birtation.
I wish I would have known it was her. I would have brought... See, I clear my throat.
Ah, shit.
Flirtation.
She was one of the leads in the
was
Lisa Kudrow show on HBO. She's great.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I
the
saw
Lisa
it.
She's the hot
Kudrow
one.
She's
show.
the hot one.
Oh, fuck.
And she's going to play Linda Lovelace in the new... Did I say that name wrong?
No. Linda's... Go ahead, say it again.
Linda Lovelace.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
In
what?
the new what?
In what?
In her new biopic.
Linda Lovelace.
About what?
About Linda Lovelace.
Loving
You
Lovelace.
know who she is?
Yeah. She was in
What
Deep
movie
Throat.
did she do? Deep Throat.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
No, I know who she is.
Depth Throat.
You sure do. Roland?
You ignoramus.
What?
I'll take the fart for her.
Roland said he's willing to take the fart.
Roland's going to take the fart
Roland's
for
very
her.
nervous.
Roland very scared.
Just
wouldn't
making
do that
jokes,
to her.
Roland. Just making jokes. I loved Heartbreak Kid. I thought it was one of the best fucking comedies to ever come out.
Are we just going to let Loveless slide?
Lovelace?
No, it's Loveless.
It is Loveless.
That's why I said Loveless.
Loveless.
You
Hey,
really have
hard
no
A.
clue, do you?
Lovelace. It's not a hard A.
Right.
You lived in England too long. It fucked you all up.
It perfected my grammar.
No, it fucked you
My
up.
grammar. What does your grammar have to do with this?
Costume.
My pronunciation.
And now Loveless.
What time is she coming here?
9:30.
And we love her, right, Roland? Thumbs up. We love this one.
She's very funny. I've seen many interviews of her.
Wow, Roland's not fooling around today, huh? We love her, right?
Working class hero.
She actually does really well on talk shows, this Malin Ackerman.
Oh, yeah?
That's fine. We'll talk to her at 9:30.
That's good.
We're going to take a break, and we got to
make wee-wees.
Yeah, we got to get into the Michael Moore thing.
Ugh. But I think people are making a little more of this than need be, but we'll get into
Well,
that.
then he should have explained himself.
He should
better.
have, because it's everybody's up in arms
And
about
we'll-
this fat idiot.
More gas?
Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Ready? Get the mask. Now remember, breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth, and lift the bottom up so you don't push it back through the tube. You know what? You know what we mean? Here we go. Here we go.
Nerd.
It's like a drum. Put it on. Oh, God damn.
I hate ice cream.
See, but that's why you have to put it over your head, because it's too easy to pull it away from your face.
Oh, God.
That's hilarious.
Wow, was it concentrated?
Yeah. It's just like you said. It's like you know how Kool-Aid powder, just eating the powder is much too strong.
Right.
This is not tasty at all because you need to dilute it.
Yeah.
This is just the powder of farts.
Jimmy doesn't fuck around, man. He knows how to get his system going.
It's concentrated anus.
And Jimmy's still eating ice cream, so we got a few more.
So when Troy comes in, we'll have to get the
Troy's
mask
next.
strapped
Yeah,
on.
but you know what?
Troy's next.
Hold on.
Yes.
Not yet.
Jimmy.
You want Troy on standby?
I want Sam to take another one because he threw in the mask. I didn't care for that.
Yeah, that's not-
I'm going to do it for E-Rock.
Do it for you.
I have to take E-Rocks?
You ready?
No, I don't have to do it yet. I'll eat some ice cream through the break. Not
good when he starts clearing his throat.
That's great when Malin's going to be here. Look, I really to defend it in a fucking rape trial.
Again.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Is he shaking?
He's doing his little shaky thing.
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Here he goes. Now hold that mask there. I don't think it matters now.
Hang on.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Ready? Here we go. Shh.
Get over my hole. Put it over the hole. Oh, drats, I'm over the outside. He's taking the mask off.
It just, it comes from the mask.
It's like
so
gas
bad.
chamber. It's like the gas chamber.
It is.
It's great. More fucking powdered Kool-Aid farts.
It's in the back of my throat.
Is it? Is it
That's
just stick? It's in your
horrible.
sinuses. It's permeating the cavities of your head.
Have I made up now? Do I not have to get death threats on Twitter anymore?
Well, no, people still will hate you.
They hate me.
They hate you. They always will. But you got to keep the mask on next time. You keep pulling it away.
I put it right back on.
You're gonna have to have the straps around your head. You keep pulling it away.
Can't fit. I got a big puff of hair.
All right.
Big puff of
Well,
hair.
It would look pretty silly.
Who wants the rest of this ice cream? I'm not
if
going
you
to
took
eat
it
it.
out.
Ice cream, very bad.
All right, why don't we break?
Take
We're
a
doing
breather.
nothing right now. The Michael Moore thing next and other stuff. Stay.
Get in touch with the Opie and Anthony Show.
Love you guys, man. Keep kicking ass.
Call 866-WOW-1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969.
Love your show. Love you. Said that backwards.
Opie and Anthony. It's Music Day on the Opie and Anthony Show. That's why you're hearing a lot of weird fucking songs today. That was Big A, right?
Yeah, a little Big A auto-tune action.
What else is going on? iPad 2?
Yeah, a lot of things going on with Apple.
I just got my iPad, and I'm certainly going to be passing this on. This is going to be a hand-me-down.
I think that's what's going to happen.
I'm hand-me-downing this to my brother.
Mm-hmm. I think you're going to see a lot of people picking up the new one and either selling the old one. You're going to see a lot of them ending up on eBay or something like that, and or giving them away, handing them down.
What's different about the new one?
Well,
I see. I'll do the basics. It's a little lighter and certainly a little thinner.
Thinner. It's kind of a lot thinner, isn't it?
A lot thinner?
Yeah, they did a little comparison.
Someone said that, and that's a good thing because when they're reading books in bed, it was kind of too heavy,
awkward,
and made it like
heavy.
flop over. Like, how hard is it to hold this and read off it?
At least double the processor speed.
Nice.
Better graphics.
Nice.
Even though the graphics I think are great on it.
Oh my god!
2 cameras, one on the front, one on the back.
Are people going to be like holding these up and taking pictures?
Well, I don't think it's so much for that as it is for FaceTime. You do a little FaceTiming.
But you can hold this up as a camera, right?
Yeah. You could do take video off of it. It'll have what's that cheap editing program that comes with Apple?
iMovie.
Yeah, iMovie. It'll have iMovie on it.
I like the iMovie.
No, iMovie's good if you're just taking and need quick
basic
cuts
stuff,
and
right.
transitions and shit
Right,
like that. It just and it's new. It's new and it's Apple, so you have to get it. You have to.
When does it come out?
The 11th, I think.
Next week.
Next week. Yeah, it's one of those
Week
things.
from
They usually
tomorrow.
make these announcements like 3 months out. But yeah, it's still an Apple and it still sucks. Really? Is that true? I'm not going to sit there and be an Apple fanboy, as they call it.
You already are because you like it.
Yeah.
You like Apple, so you're a fanboy.
Yeah, you know why I like Apple? Because anytime I'm doing any video editing and things like that, it works. It works. It accepts the format. It fucking does. When I try to use Adobe Premiere on a Windows thing, blow me.
And how does it suck? Like
yeah,
everyone is
how
copying.
does it suck?
This.
Everyone's copying the fucking iPhone, the iPad.
They're going to be every company's coming out with their version
You saw
of the tablet.
that Motorola Zoom?
Zoom,
dude, iPad killer.
Yeah,
iPad killer
right there.
Also, BlackBerry's got one coming out.
Yeah,
and I
love how awful BlackBerry is. They're just fucking awful.
Horrible.
That's going to take over the world. What's the name of that thing?
Yeah,
dude.
The what? The what?
Exactly.
Yeah, the what?
I'm having a tough time holding on to this BlackBerry.
Oh
I'm not gonna lie
God!
to
Look at
you.
the screen on it.
I'm
What
not
are you
going to
doing?
lie to you. When I go to my cell guy weekly at this point, I'm like, you're going to lose me because he's not really an Apple guy. He could get me one. He could get me an iPhone if I ask. But
you have AT&T. That's why I don't understand why you have BlackBerry.
shaking. I'm trying to hold on.
Why? It sucks.
Yeah. Well, I thought they would have a better phone by now.
Yeah.
Never.
Like
I don't know.
I was in the game for a while, but it's so obvious this thing is archaic.
It is
terrible.
That thing is ancient.
And supposedly they were supposed to have a new phone out by Christmas. The guy told me. Now we're up to March and it's still not out, which means there were problems.
BlackBerry, dude, they had a shot at doing it with the Storm.
They're
they
losing.
fucked up. Their new technology absolutely stinks.
Yeah,
it absolutely stinks. I tried to stick with them, dude. I tried with the Storm.
I'm just about done.
And
I'm just about done. What other phone could I get if I have AT&T?
There's a bunch. You can get if you
I want to try a Droid.
Yeah, you could if you want. And there's some really good Droid phones that are out right now.
They go to Verizon.
I want to stay with AT&T.
They're the worst.
I like my AT&T.
Oh, come on, dude. You can't
Except
get
for the
reception in
fact
your
that I
house.
need a house phone.
They're terrible.
I'm just a weirdo.
They're
I don't know what's
horrible.
wrong with me.
Why don't you just get an iPhone?
I could
should get an
I could
iPhone.
get Verizon and get a fucking iPhone. I would
Should
be
get
in
an
much
iPhone.
better shape.
Yeah.
But anyway, I love
get
my
an iPhone.
iPad and I love my Mac Pro.
The iPad's great. The Mac Pro. I bought the goddamn a MacBook Pro like a month and a half ago. All the bells and whistles I had. I just went shove as much fucking RAM into this as possible. 8 gigs of RAM and shit. And then they come out with the new one.
There's a new MacBook Pro?
Yeah, new MacBook Pro, and it's got like a real high-speed interface on it. A Thunderbolt interface. And it's so much faster than fucking...
I got that.
Oh, you got that already?
Yeah.
Chip's got it.
My whole computer's got it.
So now I'm going to have to get it. And then I'm going to have to, like, get rid of my fucking month-old computer, load all my software on just for an interface because I have to. And the iPad isn't just thinner and has 2 cameras. And the shit you can do with it, like, interfacing with your television through the Apple TV and shit, it's just so fucking cool.
These iPads are taking over the world. Let me ask you something about your laptop or your MacBook Pro.
Yeah.
When you went, did you ask them if something else is coming out? No. I always do that.
I never do.
Because that used to drive me nuts when you buy the latest thing, what you think is the latest thing, and they have one that's being shipped 2 weeks
Dude, they won't tell you at Apple anyway, though. They won't tell you at Apple. They never talk about the new technology before it comes out.
I got a guy. He'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, if you know someone.
I got a guy. He'll tell you.
My friend Steve J. I don't want to say his whole name.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, jobs.
Because it drives you crazy, right?
But it's also like, all right, when is it coming out? And shit. Is it going to be 6 months? Is it going to be fucking 1 week?
I want to upgrade my HD Flip, and the new one. There's rumors it's going to be Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's
a little
the
editing.
Shit.
So
editing, and then you just upload shit right.
I just made a dumb video of the fart mask.
Yeah,
I could already be editing and uploading it. I can't wait for that technology. And supposedly a lot of companies are coming out with little cameras that are hooked right to Wi-Fi.
Take out the middleman.
But I don't know when that's coming out. It's going to probably be a while. Oh my God.
Steve Jobs was presenting.
How did he look?
New iPhone.
I seen the pictures and the picture that Danny tweeted yesterday, which was fucking hilarious.
It's Steve Jobs standing in front of that giant screen where he does his presentation in San Francisco, and it just said 33% thinner.
Yeah,
33% thinner, and it's him standing there. It's an awful picture.
People are probably going to mix it up, meaning he's thinner, though. That's no good.
Jimmy.
Big Duties tweeted it. Me and Ant tweeted it.
Yeah, Big Duties. That's
Duties.
IES. Who spells duty? DOODYS? That's
no
crazy.
One.
Crazy
silly.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm in a quandary. I got Pop-Tarts, but they're not fucking brown sugar cinnamon. What do I
Not
do?
good.
What are
Eat
they?
them anyway. They're Pop-Tarts.
No, I'm
I
gonna get
thought they
something.
smelled generic.
They do.
It
Kenny,
wasn't
no
that-
brown sugar!
It wasn't that wonderful.
I'm sorry.
Wasn't that wonderfulness of the brown sugar
the
cinnamon
brown sugar.
coming in?
Oh, here comes Kenny. Pop-Tart update in 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Here's the problem.
Yes.
I thought I'd switch it up with blueberry just to trick you because I don't have the unfrosted brown sugar cinnamon because I believe they might have been discontinued by Pop-Tarts because I can only find now low-fat brown sugar with frosting.
I tuned out 2 minutes ago. Could you say all of that again? Jesus.
I'll try the blueberry. Thank you.
Okay.
Don't have
Yeah,
to
you
make
can't
a
have
big
the
thing out of
frosted
this.
ones.
No, I'm not a fan of the frosted.
You know what we ought to get?
Uh-oh, Ken.
Oh, Jesus.
Jimmy?
Toaster pastries.
Toaster pastries, are they better than Pop-Tarts?
No, they're cakey. They're a little more cakey. Pop-Tarts tend to be flaky.
So we got the iPad 2 coming out next Friday.
I might have to get that.
I'll
I'll sell mine because mine's in perfect condition.
I'm just.
That's why you're going to see a lot of these flooding the market.
I'm going to give mine, and my brother will be happy.
Do you think people will buy these used?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
How do I
People-
sell something used? I don't know
People
how
that
to
are
do
broke.
You
I don't know.
I don't know how to sell something.
Put it on eBay?
Just put it on eBay.
I only want $1,500 for it.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, shit. How much can I get for a used perfect condition iPad with maybe a little jizz on
Which version is it?
it? The latest one.
Well, like the super good one with the 3G and Wi-Fi.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I hate just Wi-Fi.
Well, that's in the store, like $7.99.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll
You
get
could
fucking
probably
$11.99. How much pay for it?
For used, you could. I mean, in good shape.
In really good
I'm
shape.
sure
You
you
want
can
to you want to pawn it or sell it?
get at least. You could probably get at least 5. I'll check prices right now.
But where do I sell it? I don't know what to
On
do.
eBay. Just give it
I'm
to me and I'll sell it.
frightened.
Oh,
Why are
you're
you frightened?
scared?
I don't want to sell it. I get confused. I'll just be outside going, buy this, and somebody will hit me with something and take it.
The immigrants will buy it.
Oh, yeah. Someone will buy it.
Do you have to declare if you sell it or it's no one's beeswax? Because
No one-
your
no
name
one's-
is still attached to it.
No one's beeswax.
What?
How do you get rid of it if your name is still attached to it?
Oh, yeah.
You wipe it out. You wipe it.
You can wipe?
You wipe it clean.
Wipe that fucker.
Factory default.
But your serial number is still attached to your name, right?
Yeah, so if they do some bad shit with your iPad, that
Because
could come back
whenever
to
you
haunt
go overseas, you have to register. You have to register an iPad when you buy it. This way, you couldn't go to other countries and just sell a bunch of them. So I'm worried that the serial number be tied in with my name and my real info.
Yeah, but you're allowed to sell your product. It's not like Apple expects you to keep it for the rest of your life.
No. But how do you disconnect it from your name?
Yeah, how does Apple know? I get it. How does Apple know Jimmy sold his
And doesn't own it anymore.
iPad?
So all of a sudden, it turns up doing some other shit, whatever the motherfucking iPad does.
Why do they have to know? It's like selling a car
I
with
sold
a fucking
my.
VIN
I
number.
agree, dude.
I sold my old iPhone. I wiped it clean. There was nothing on there, and I sold it.
All right,
That's it.
you tell
What
yourself that. We'll see.
What if Jimmy sells his iPad? Guy buys it. Next thing you know, he's a creep. Kitty porn galore. They arrest him, and there's the iPad.
And he shows his eBay sale from 6 months ago, where he says, "I sold this thing 6 months ago."
No, what if the kitty porn was on it when I sold it to him? Is the point we're all making?
Well, I didn't want to, play it the right way.
And by that time, he'd already have been fucked in the ass in jail. Just trying to make it nice, fun for you.
Wow, that was way too far. That was way too far. For
Hey,
It really was.
yeah, thanks a lot.
Sorry.
Can I get an AT&T Droid? I don't feel like.
Of course you can.
I don't feel like switching fucking.
Oh my God!
You gotta. You gotta just.
It's weird.
Take the plunge.
It's not weird. I think I don't do it just to bother you, Jimmy.
But no, it's
I
for your
wanna
own
bother
sanity. It's like life is so much easier when you got the fucking.
It is true. The two places I need to make phone calls the most, right around this fucking building and my home, I can't do it. So yeah, maybe it's time.
But I get attached to stuff too. But dude, I can't. Cables.
I'm
get
lazy. I don't want to have to fucking figure out how to.
You get
change.
overwhelmed by stuff, but you don't have to. It's real simple. They're coming tomorrow, right? Like I have problems switching things too because I get overwhelmed by but I shouldn't. And they're putting in FiOS tomorrow, and I can't fucking.
Oh, really?
You're gonna love it,
The
Jimmy.
minute it became available,
You are gonna be.
I want
thrilled.
fucking Time Warner out.
Yep. You're
Jimmy,
gonna be thrilled.
You got it. Once you get it, you got to sign up, get on the list for the new boxes, the new DVRs, because they're huge, and you could actually put additional storage on.
When are they
them.
get out yet?
They just started rolling them out. I'm getting mine in a few days.
I wonder if I can get it tomorrow.
You could ask your installer.
Oh, man.
Maybe I'll call today and ask for the new box tomorrow.
You're gonna love it. The guide is so smooth, and It's so intuitive.
You don't like the cable guys no good? What packages do you have? The NFL, baseball? Can you buy a bunch
I have everything.
How do I do that?
I don't know. Am I yelling? Yeah, you gotta get the whole fucking package, the whole deal.
I am.
The whole deal, Wade.
Oh, the whole deal.
Hey, we got a guy that now has a anus.
What did he have before?
I don't know.
Nothing.
A lot of shit inside of him.
He had to have something.
Because he couldn't.
How did they get the shitties out?
Yeah. How did his duties come out?
It's in there.
His big duties.
Oh, I don't think they would have big.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I know how they came out, by the way.
No?
He was 55. He was a farmer. And he would squeeze it through he had a tube coming out of his abdomen. He would squeeze the shit out by hand through the tube. Like a fucking cookie dough.
No way. No. Stop it.
Where's your Lord?
No.
No.
Come on, you're
What do you
kidding.
mean?
How do you think it came out? Through his ears?
How did it get in the tube?
I guess it was from his abdomen. He had a hole or something. And
like a colostomy?
Yeah, probably a primitive type colostomy. It wasn't exactly, he wasn't a big, he wasn't a big player. I think the guy lived in like China or some shit.
All right, let me read this. A happy ending to farmer's anus woes. A farmer from Yanyang County of Yanyang Province has lived 55 years without an anus after being born with congenital anal atresia.
Oh, God.
Get Dr. Steve on the phone.
That's when they're the anus. There's nowhere for fecal matter to be passed, so we build a tube and you squeeze it. Not unlike toothpaste, although you don't brush your teeth with it because it's fecal matter and it clings to your intestines, and you toothbrush, squeeze it out. Yeah, I built a few of those in college, doing bong hits. And you have to be careful, though, because if you do somersaults, you're going to get seepage all over your white shirt, and that's, you don't really want to avoid that. Yes, I had a friend that had that, and I'd have him squeeze out over a bottle, and I'd urinate into it and shake it up and put a label on it.
His shitty wine.
Yeah. Yes. Let me have some Asian stomach bile wine. Thanks, Dr. S.
Got it right here.
Yeah, of course you do.
In the Wuhan Union Hospital, doctors have reshaped a new fundament.
What? Fundament?
They call it a fundament for him in January.
Is that instead of ketchup or mustard, a little joke on your table? Oh, I'm sad. I think I need a fundament. And you open a little joke and you put it on your sandwich and you gobble it up.
Let's get this asshole. Let's get this asshole on the show.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Dr. Steve.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Dr. Steve.
Dropping my kid off at school.
Oh, is that what you call it these days? Oh. Thanks for the mask. That thing is great.
Well, I had originally made that for most dangerous snacks.
Yeah, right? You know how we just can't wait to use things.
Yeah.
So it's become a great fart mask.
Excellent.
Jimmy's been farting into it, and people have been smelling it. It's been fantastic.
Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth.
Right.
I want to read more of this story because Jimmy's correct. Wu previously endured a 0.5 centimeter diameter surgical hole or stomas near his urethra for excrement, through which he could squeeze stools out with his hands.
Wait, near his urethra?
Wu had to pay attention to the food he ate, avoid constipation, and was a frequent user of laxatives.
He had to squeeze the shit out of a hole in him?
Yes, and someone married this monster.
Exactly.
He was married and had children.
Oh.
As his economic situation improved,
she didn't suck his dick a lot. Her nose is right by the shit tube. You imagine that? You're sucking the guy's dick, and the fucking shit tube drips over, and you're all drunk, and you start sucking that?
Like a gerbil.
Yeah.
Getting water.
And you're like, hey, your cum tastes like shit. And he goes, oh, you're sucking wrong tube. Oh, God.
So the guy had a wife and children.
Yeah.
As he made more money, Wu went to the Wuhan hospital at the end of last year with Dr. Li examined him and framed operation plans. Wu accepted an artificial anus, and 3 days later could excrete like normal people.
Oh, they just sewed in a piece of calamari.
Dr. Steve, what do you know?
All he just put his finger through it like the thing on the top of an aspirin bottle, and it broke through his skin. It's like, your asshole's been there the whole time, silly.
Dummy.
Yeah, he had to pull a cotton ball out of his fucking rectum.
Dr. Steve, have you ever heard of this condition?
Did you hear this story?
Congenital anal atresia, yes. It's just where you're born without an asshole, basically.
Aw.
No.
And, without surgery, it's generally a, rapidly fatal condition.
Oh. Yeah, you would back up pretty quickly.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, how is the incision made near the urethra? That doesn't make sense.
No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can have the stoma above the pelvic bone. So it's probably above the bladder is what they meant to say rather than the urethra.
Oh, no.
Who's above bladder here? Scott. Oh, right. Okay.
What?
It's a management joke. Wait. Yeah, you're always thinking in medical terms, aren't you?
Hey, doctor.
If some now, how would they make a rectum for somebody? What would they make that out of, and how would it function?
Rectum almost killed him.
Be more funny.
This is going great.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
Our anus.
Ay, nah.
Okay. Made it funny.
Oh, God. No, that was pretty goddamn funny there, Dr. Steve. Rectum.
Sure.
So what would it be made out of? Like, I'm sure you probably cut another piece of you off, but...
Yeah.
Well, it's most likely that they just went in and crafted a surgical hole or stoma between his buttocks and attached the end of the closed off intestine.
They actually used the same material that make outdoor water fountains out of. So whenever he takes a shit, it sounds like a pebble being dropped in a metal tin. Fling. Get it? Fling.
I'm just thinking of anything that's kind of like an anus. I picture maybe a scrunchie. They just put a scrunchie back there to hold the shit in.
That wouldn't work.
No? No. That might work. You're so in a scrunchie.
Yeah. I don't know that they had to use anything artificial. I honestly, there may be some...
You're killing my heart on, Steve.
So they just needed to make a hole.
Exactly. It's like a radio show.
Now, the part of it is that you need to be confident, too. So they would have to make the hole with sort of a Z shape in it so that he wouldn't just be shitting all the time.
Yeah, that seems to me like you need some kind of a sphincter.
Yes.
You need a sphincter.
And
why didn't they just attach you to his buttocks? You're an asshole.
Oh. He's our guy. He's our go-to medical guy.
God, I love Dr. Steve.
On the air, he's very informed.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Well, I'm not on this subject. I'm not sorry.
Well, you sound it. You said stoma.
Yeah, stoma. You are.
Well, I guess that's all the information we're going to get out of this one, huh?
I know, they can't.
Hold on, young Daniel has
I have a question about this man with no anus. How come they just couldn't give him like I'm sure an ostomy bag on his hip would have been a lot cheaper.
I don't see any reason why they couldn't have, and that's what I would have assumed that they would have done. So this is they're trying something experimental so he can shit sitting down instead of emptying out a bag.
Interesting.
He's probably, but he was in China, right?
India, I think.
India?
Yeah.
Fundamental human right to sit down to take a shit. So
yeah, it is nice.
I think they thought of a way that they could do it. And
Yeah, but I mean, if you had an ostomy bag, you could do so much fun stuff with all that liquidy shit in a bag.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. You know how fun it is to square dance and say swing your partner do-si-do and liquid shit goes all over the dance floor?
Well, I could tell you a story. A friend of mine had that procedure, and he walked around with a bag on his hip for probably over a year.
But it went away eventually?
Eventually, yeah. But, I mean, he was my age, so, you know, he had to live his life. You know,
During while something was healing?
Yeah. He got fucked up pretty bad. So, you know, he was a guy in his 20s, and, you know, he had to empty out a bag on his hip full of shit. And that kind of gets in the way sometimes, like, you know, when you're trying to fuck a girl in the passenger seat of a car.
Oh, no.
It fell out? It
and yeah, and your bag opens all over your friend's nice car. And you gotta spend the rest of your day not getting laid and cleaning up your own liquidy shit out of a Range Rover.
Jesus.
Who's the girl fucking the guy with the shit bag in a truck? Jesus, how low are her standards?
Well, you know, wearing a shirt, you know, because it's on your hip, you really don't see it.
Oh.
So you'd really kind of have to show somebody, hey, look what I have.
She just thought he was carrying around Jell-O pudding for
You're going to need sheets, blankets, whatever you got. No whites. They won't work. You're going to have to sop up all this shit. Get it all up.
That was a fun little toy to play with. Because you could watch food come out like almost full and whole. Because it's by...
You would watch it?
Yeah, like if...
Did you ever eat a piece of feta cheese out of it?
Well, we had a bet going. No one could come up with enough money, but there was like a full, never pristine, untouched, like inch by inch piece of bacon that was in there.
Would you have eaten that?
Oh, and, God. I can't even think about it.
We wanted him to take it out of the bag and re-eat it. But we just couldn't come up with enough money.
Yes. He had $1.85.
Pretty much. But he definitely would have. Like, I regret not having more cash on me that day.
Yeah,
he would have done it completely.
Fuck. Oh,
Usually
God.
when I eat bacon, I chew it.
Yeah. He was just swallowing it whole.
He was just eating. It was great, too, because you could just watch how fast your system really goes through stuff, because he would drink like a green Gatorade, and literally 40 seconds later, his bag is filling up with green Gatorade.
Well, his system, yeah. Because he wasn't going through all fucking miles of tubing.
He's heading it off at the pass.
Exactly. He was getting no nutrients, no nourishment whatsoever.
He would always call me over to the toilet because he had to, like, empty his bag out into the toilet, right? So he was really excited one day. He's like, dude, you gotta come see this. You gotta come see this. I'm like, what? He goes, it looks just... He's like, you know when a lava lamp is just ready? It's just ready almost. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, it looks just like that. And I went in and I looked, and he was right.
Oh, God, it's fucking disgusting.
Like, it loosens up, but then it goes up the oil, so it's cooler up top, so it cools off again.
Ew.
So gross.
Jesus. Yeah, he's got tons of stories for you guys.
Oh, great. That's fucking disgusting.
Well, that's what happens when you have a fucking shit bag on the side of you. You
don't have a shit bag.
Shit happens.
Is he okay now?
Kinda.
Is his shit situation better?
No, I don't think he's had a solid shit since his accident.
Oh, what kind of accident?
He got crushed by a garbage truck.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, severed his colon.
Whoa.
There was shit flowing through his body like blood for like a couple of days before the hospital realized.
What is that called, Dr. Steve?
Horrendous.
When that happens? Septic
something or other.
Yeah, you're like a septic shock, which is what happens when a garbage truck severs your colon.
I think Dr. Steve hung up on it.
Good.
No, I'm here. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm driving.
I'm driving.
All right.
I'm driving.
All right, we'll let him go then.
All right, Dr. Steve. Thank you, sir.
We have a call from an Apple tech who I know who wants to come on the air and talk about the iPad. He said he was on hold, but if he calls back in, Keith, call back in. He said he'll answer iPad questions if anybody has
I got
them.
him.
Okay.
Dr. Steve, thank you.
Dr. Steve.
Bye, DRS.
It's just a terrific story, though. The guy's got his anus, so he can live his life now.
Yeah, it's heartwarming.
Our anus.
Our anus, right. Keith in Pennsylvania, talking about iPads today, because, you know, a bunch of us are going to get the iPad, too, and want to sell our old ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Jimmy, it's actually pretty easy once you do the restore on the original iPad, because it needs to be activated again.
Oh, okay.
And, once it's activated again, the serial number gets applied to, because it needs to be plugged in, ran through iTunes. iTunes has to do the activation, and then they have to register that. You wouldn't have to, because your version of iTunes already has your registration information in it.
So I factory set it, and I put it up.
It'll activate. I'm sorry, Jimmy. It'll activate automatically because your registration information is in iTunes. Now, if they plug it into another version of iTunes, that's that individual's information, so then it needs to be reactivated. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
That information, okay?
That makes sense.
So I was actually going to do it in Dr. Steve's voice, but what the fuck is up with every one of his fucking words ending with an A for the dramatic effect? Congenital anal, whatever the fuck he said. I don't get it.
Did you hear him?
Neither did we.
I don't get it.
What? We didn't hear what you said, Keith.
Yeah, nice try, Hope.
I have to be nice to him. He has my home number.
Hey, how's that Thunderbolt? He left.
He's gone. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
I'd like to ask about the Thunderbolt. He's an Apple tech.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Michael Moore, Anthony.
Michael Moore's.
I heard this and I said, wow, I know somebody that's going to be very upset about this.
I do think it was a little bit taken out of context. Because there's one thing he said that I agree completely with.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, we're going to find out right now.
I think it was kind of taken out of context.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. But I can't stand him, though. So.
We met him, though.
Yeah, we
Usually
did.
when we meet people, we end up liking them.
Yeah, we met him, and he came off as a hypocrite to me, as a matter of fact.
Why?
Well, he didn't seem as fucking, for the common good and the common man as he does when he's preaching.
I see.
He came off like a guy that just wants to pump out some movies and make some fucking money.
Make some money?
Yeah. Walk around
out of this
Flint,
mess?
Michigan. Ugh.
He's like a Rush Limbaugh guy. Rush Limbaugh
Doesn't
absolutely
believe it.
wants Obama to be the president.
Yeah.
It's good for business.
Of course it is.
It's good for business when this happens to these
Exactly.
guys. Michael Moore is dying for a Republican president.
Yep.
Because it's good for business.
They can start bitching again.
I really wonder if those guys, pulled the lever for the guy.
I know.
I really wonder if Rush goes, you know what, I need Obama for my business. Although, I mean, that's a bad example because he does well either way, but he does much better when a guy
when you
like
have a liberal
Obama
Democrat in, yep.
or a Clinton in there.
Clinton made his career.
Mm-hmm. This is what Michael Moore said very recently.
This country is not broke. State of Wisconsin is not broke. There's a ton of cash in this country, trillions of dollars of it, but it's a finite amount. There is only so much cash, all right? What's happened is that we've allowed a vast majority of that cash to be concentrated in the hands of just a few people, and they're not circulating that cash. If you don't believe that, go try and get a loan right now. They're sitting on the money. They're using it for their own they're putting it someplace else. They have no interest in helping you with your life with that money. We've allowed them to take that. That's not theirs. That's a national resource. That's ours. That we all have this. We all benefit from this, or we all suffer as a result of not having it. And I think that we need to go back to taxing these people at the proper rates.
Shut up.
They need we need to see these jobs as something that we own, that we collectively own as Americans. And you just can't steal our jobs and take them someplace else.
I don't 100% disagree with him at all. I mean,
But he's going off on a few different subjects in one fucking swath.
he's absolutely right about the piece of shit banks. They took our money to stay afloat, and these motherfuckers give nothing back. 0% interest on your money, and they charge you what percent?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
fucking garbage. They're fucking garbage, the banks in this country. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But and then again, a lot of fucking people were defaulting on loans and
They were, but you know what?
But
They're shit, dude. I don't default on my loans. I pay, and they're still giving me no
they
interest.
were getting greedy.
They're fucking sickening.
Giving loans to people that couldn't afford to fucking pay the loan back. And that's what got them into all this fucking trouble in the first place.
Because of the greed.
Yeah,
They
because
just wanted more.
it's greed, but it's also stupidity on the part of the people. Like there were so many people that were taking loans out that they knew they couldn't fucking pay back, and no one talks about what pieces of shit they are. Like, oh, they're victims of this corporate machine, these people. No, they're victims of their own stupidity and living way beyond their fucking means. And that's what fucked the banks too. Like, it wasn't just the executives that ran the banks into the ground.
Don't you think the banks were aware, though, they were giving loans to people that couldn't pay them back?
Because they were being greedy, because they knew they'd wind up defaulting, they'd wind up having made whatever money they did, plus they'd get the property back. Right. And, sell it. But then the price of everything went to shit.
Right.
But the truth of the matter is, Everybody was guilty on that one. You can't look like these people were victims. Victims? Then don't buy the fucking house. Don't buy the fucking car. Don't try to get a loan, and when the bank tells you no, don't scream that the bank won't give you a fucking loan.
I have more understanding of a person who wants a home and who wants to get out of an apartment.
I have no home.
I live in a fucking hovel. I have more respect for somebody that wants to own a home and wants to make a go at that than some fucking cunt bank. And I'm not saying I blame banks for everybody's woes, but there's a calculated thing that the banks were doing.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a knowledge that they have and an understanding of finance that average people, I'm sorry, we just don't fucking have. I'm lucky I make money. I can pay my loan off early.
Exactly.
I fucked them out of 24 years of interest.
Wow.
I fucked them out of years, and they had me on a fucking...
You're fucking this show out of interest.
Yeah, well, you should pay your principal.
What's school got to do with this?
You're fucking this shit.
I'm sorry, I love my Jimmy.
Oh, that was a fucking damn good one. And deserved. Really.
But don't you fuck yourself on the other end with taxes and stuff? That's what people say if you pay back your loan too fast.
No, because
like, there's another side to this. What's the other side? I don't get
accountants, and again, this is why most fucking people in finance should just be beheaded in the public square.
I want to pay my mortgage down.
Pay it off.
They're saying no, that doesn't make sense.
I know. I hate when
you've heard it
accountants
too, right?
Yes.
It's garbage. It's shit.
What's the real answer?
I don't know the exact breakdown, but let's just say you owe $100,000.
Right.
Let's say they say it's a write-off, which means I pay the bank $100,000 and I don't have to pay tax on that money.
Right.
But I still pay the bank $100,000 on a lot of it, I think, on the interest, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever the interest is, you is a tax deductible thing.
Tax deduction.
So if I don't have the write-off, I have to pay taxes on $100,000.
Yeah.
But it still means I have $100,000 and I'm paying taxes on it. It's like.
But here's the school of thought on this one.
The reinvest and make more points on the
Right.
money. Yeah, we saw how that fucking worked when the market went down a fucking toilet.
Because you're supposed to be able to take that money that you would just pay off and make more money than you're paying in interest by putting it into the market or something.
If I would have listened to that when the market shit the bed, I lost some money.
Right.
But I fucking dumped money into principal for the last 6 years, fucking like an animal.
Yeah.
And when the market shit the bed, you know what? All that money I put into my apartment, they could do nothing with it. Was already in. So I was investing in that. Don't let them fucking, if you can afford to do it, if you're lucky, I'm very lucky. I don't have a family. I was fucking doing gigs. If you can put money into principal, don't listen to that write-off shit.
We got to trust you. You like duty on your chest.
And my face, too. Jesus Christ, speaking of...
And equity in his house.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't know what to believe.
100% equity.
Are you going to go with Jimmy's explanation in?
I
want
like
to pay
it.
this fucking
You want to
mortgage
give these
down.
vultures interest?
It's not even so much that. I want to own outright. I want to be able to just go.
I own outright, dude. I'm one payment away from owning outright. I'm a few grand away. I'm not much away.
That's great.
But the thing is, again, let's just say if you spend $100, that's interest. The bank charges you interest. You're not touching the principal. They're like, give us 100 in interest. So you give them 100 in interest, and then the government says, well, you don't have to pay taxes on that money because it was paid in interest.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't have to pay taxes on the 100 that I handed the bank in interest.
You gave it. I would have had the 100.
Let's say I pay it off,
Yeah.
and I don't owe the scumbag bank anything.
Yeah.
I have 100 in my hand, and I have to pay, say, $30 in taxes. I still have 70 in my hand instead of having given the fucking bank 100 in interest.
Was there penalties because you were paying too quickly?
There are on some, but on mine there was not.
I think there might be on mine.
But it's still worth it. There's no way the penalties are going to outweigh the fucking interest over 30. They had me 10 years. 10 years interest only. I didn't have it. Look, they did give me the loan, so. I had a fucking. I had a 10%. I had a 10% equity loan, which was very high interest. 10% I put down, and then 80% regular loan. Still relatively decent interest. I paid the 10% off in the first year because I didn't want to give these fucking creeps any more interest than I had to.
Yeah. All right, we got a CPA guy.
And then I'm sure he's going to scream. I'm sure I'm making some mistakes.
CPA guy.
Yo, Jimmy, let me tell you something. You're exactly right, my man.
Thanks.
So if you could pay down your mortgage, you should.
That's exactly right. I don't know what CPAs out there are saying that you should hold on to it. Even though the mortgage interest is a write-off on your tax return, it can reduce your taxable income. It's still money out of your pocket.
Sure.
So if you could avoid paying that, why wouldn't you?
And that money, it's like there's other ways you can get other write-offs. Like, you know, instead of paying it in interest to the fucking shit bank, can't you put it into your apartment and have stuff done on your apartment? Isn't certain, like, work you put into your apartment considered a write-off as opposed to paying it in interest? And I know the banks have a right to charge interest. They should. They're giving me money. But the amount of interest these fucking pieces of shit charge, the amount of money they ask from fucking Americans in general, and then what they give us is fucking, they're fucking hateable.
On a 30-year mortgage, like you said, the first 10 years are just paying interest, and then you finally get to the principal.
I'm going to talk to my accountant and see, by paying off how much, because I would dump in so much money into principal every fucking month, whenever I could. Some months I couldn't do it. But if you can do it, and you know who taught me that? Vinny Brand. Vinny Brand is a smart financial guy. Not a lot. About Comedy Zero, about booking a Club Zero, but about mortgages.
He can't even make chicken wings right.
He has a horse's ass. Pardon. But no, Vinny was right. Vinny fucking... Vinny is the one that would talk. It's called amortization. Amortization. I don't know how to... But
what if my mortgage is different?
It couldn't be that much different. You're paying interest.
What do I ask?
A mortgage guy.
Who's my mortgage guy?
On a 30-year mortgage,
you're paying a lot of interest, brother. Pay it off.
The month that you start paying more into principal than you do interest, if I was to start a loan this month for a 30-year mortgage, I wouldn't reach that point until 2027.
Nice.
Well, you start paying into principal instead of just interest, or you pay more into principal.
What if I'm not keeping my place? Does that factor into it?
Well, again, the money, that's the same thing.
I've been in 3 years, but I don't a couple more years, I'm moving on to something else.
That's a situation for an interest only, probably.
Maybe, but again... The money goes in.
You don't pay any principal because you're not looking for equity in your home, so you're just looking to stay there. You don't care if you pay off your house. It's
like rent.
So you get an interest only. Just pay the interest. Don't pay the principal because what's the point?
But wait, but you've
so
paid
now I
in.
don't pay it down.
You've paid in a bunch of fucking
what?
You've just paid rent. Like whatever.
I used to work before this place. I was a loan officer.
Obviously, you know your shit.
You paid a lot of interest. Like you're just look. You have to pay. You have to pay your bank back anyway. So let's say you pay interest only for 2 years, and you pay whatever it is you pay a month. Let's just say you pay $1,000 a month in interest. That's like you're paying rent.
I put a little aside every month that goes right to the principal. That's how smart
I put way more than a little. Because you know what, dude?
A little bit.
I have no fucking pressure anymore. I'm paid. I'm very lucky that I'm almost paid. I need to make a living, but I love this gig. But I'm not afraid of the fucking gig blowing up because I got a place to live. It's like they can't fuck me out of that now. That's why I was crazy. I don't trust anything anymore.
No, I don't either.
You should pay it off. And then if you sell it...
Danny says I shouldn't.
You have to pay the bank back anyway, bro. You have to give that money to the bank anyway.
Why?
So it's like if you're putting money into principal...
I could just skate.
They don't let you skate.
I'm just going to skate somewhere.
No, you get that when you sell it.
What?
Then you pay the bank back when you sell it.
But you paid all that interest.
What if I just leave?
But it's
you
like
could
rent.
knock your interest payments
But it's
down.
like rent with the tax deduction.
Oh, the tax deductions. Okay, all right.
What if I just move and leave it there?
There you go. Just abandon it, right? Just abandon
like
it.
a car under the fucking the Bronx Expressway.
Oh, God. Mickey Rooney just drooled. I just saw him drooling.
We got to get this audio. It's really... I'm not a big fan of Mickey Rooney. I think he's kind of an asshole.
Who beat him up?
The people that are
everyone
supposed
that
to take care of
movies?
him.
Oh, but they kicked me in the guts.
His nurse, I forget the whole story, but he's being treated very poorly as an old man.
Jeez.
Told sad.
Shame.
Okay. Yeah.
And I told this comedian not to work dirty, and he punched me in the spleen.
That's right. Didn't he tell you that? Don't work dirty.
I'm going to talk to someone. Because Danny's saying some good things. You're saying some good things.
But the thing is...
There's no way I'm staying in my place.
Well, then maybe that's different. I know if I want to sell mine, I'll sell it. Because I believe buyer pays the tax on it. You don't pay any tax when you sell it because you pay it when you buy it. So,
okay.
I just wanted to fucking own it, dude.
No,
I wanted that pressure off me. I hate being in debt. And a lot of people can't do that because they have other responsibilities. But, I just wanted that done.
I like the idea. I like the idea of owning outright, not worrying about a mortgage or anything, and then you just got to pay your taxes, your property taxes and shit.
I'll have to pay more in, I think property tax or whatever if I own it. But again, I have no fucking fear of losing my place
But
to
you hear
live.
what
right?
you guys are saying? No matter what, they just keep grabbing from you.
I know.
If you are able to pay off your house, then you got to worry about the taxes.
You're still
anyway.
paying the property tax.
And in our case, because we're in condos, my condo fees and just to park my stupid car so I could go for a ride every once in a while is ridiculous. And then the city taxes, it's like they just keep taking and taking.
I know. Yeah, you could own it outright and still lose it. Like you could pay for your whole thing, right? And then still lose it because you didn't pay the taxes.
You can't afford
on it.
the taxes.
It's like, wait a minute, but I own this. No, you really don't.
No,
see, that's the freedom.
They figured out a way to make sure you pay no matter
to
what.
keep paying. They don't want to give you the opportunity where you could just own something and just cut yourself off and live your life with what you accumulated throughout your life, and then live your life without still having to fork shit over.
Yeah, man!
I know. What a fucking pompous ass. You know, we need to unite, man.
Well, who thought it was a good idea when people were building log cabins? You decided, all right, that's my land. I'm putting a fence around it. I'm putting a house there.
Stake your claim.
And that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep.
So how did it get to the point we're at today?
Very slowly.
But how if you were responsible for your own house and your own property?
I don't know. They just decided
But how?
the government had to take from you.
But how did they make that move when you were living back then? It was all about here's my house, here's my property,
It's my little place.
Like what changed? Does anyone know? It had to start somewhere. You know what I'm trying to say?
The country needed money.
So
And
they
said,
knocked
"We
out
need
all
money."
these log cabins and said, well, I know you own your property and your house, but now we need a little taste.
Eminent domain, perhaps.
I don't know.
Where they decided, we need this.
But, yeah, things certainly changed and were much different back then. Here's a loan officer with a simple explanation.
Like the Louisiana Purchase?
Does anyone really know the answer to that? Because there was a time a lot of people just owned their house, their land, and that was it. They
Funding wars.
Is that what they're saying?
The major problem is now and Jimmy, the advice you got was very good, but in terms of whether you want to put money to that or other investments, the problem is that home values have just been going to shit lately.
Yeah.
And so, and the simple way to look at it in terms of whether you should put money down and where it's going to go is if you have a 30-year loan and you make one additional payment a year, 30-year loan turns into a 26-year loan. So that's the basic philosophy of, how am I going to re-amortize my loan? But, you're making that payment and you could always be investing it rather than having your home value continue to plummet. So
yeah,
it's a double-edged sword.
I know. And I mean, luckily, living in Manhattan, there's an advantage to home rates because your apartment, Manhattan real estate, I think, recovers faster than most. Yeah. Like that's one good thing about being in New York is like we're very lucky with that. With rates
me,
here.
I did a little research. Our properties never went down, Jimmy.
I didn't. I don't even know what mine's worth. For some reason, I think it's lower than what I paid for it. I think I overpaid for mine. But whatever.
We lucked out.
I think $300 million for a one-bedroom is too much. A lot of people said, "Do you know how many $35 million gigs I had to do? 62 in a row in a 1-week period,
just to break even."
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
But you guys in New York are the exception. Most people are.
Yeah, they got killed.
Yeah, it's tough. But
hey, no, don't punch out, Chris. If I'm not going to stay in my place, should I pay down my principal?
Well, if you said it didn't lose any value, then yeah, absolutely. If you got the money, and I think you do, yeah, absolutely.
Just pay it down.
If values didn't decrease, and if anything they went up, then yeah, when you have that money, when you get your tax returns back. Put that up, make one lump sum payment. You're going to re-amortize the loan and shorten the overall length.
Yeah, but what he's saying is he's not sure if he wants to stay there.
No, I know I
can't
stay because it's.
So why put principal into the property if you're not going to stay there?
Right.
Someone just Twittered me something, so let me ask you: if you pay interest only and the market drops, you're in the hole.
Oh yeah, interest only it should always be a last resort. The interest only is the only way to go. Is if you're really you're basically drowning and you need to save money.
You know what it was when I got this in 2005. We were just back on the air. I could show a decent income, but as a stand-up, it's hard to show certain income because it changes from week to week, and then there's times where you don't work for 3 weeks. It's hard to show like a steady income.
Plus all the illegal activity you're involved
Absolutely, because I do a lot of gigs in Mexico. The cartels are all big fans. They're like, do that impression, and they shoot at my feet, and I dance around.
The sombrero.
I thought there was also a gig coming up in Montclair, New Jersey. Isn't it this weekend?
Oh wow, yes, the Montclair
that's
gig
strong.
will be declared to the government. Why? Because I'm honest.
Exactly.
I
Not
hate
a
paying my
business day
taxes,
and
but you know
age.
what? You got to pay them. I know guys that don't pay taxes. I'm like, you know what? You're an idiot. They're gonna, what do you think? They're not going to? They're going to forget?
Yeah.
They always get you.
You actually know guys?
I've known them over the years, and I don't
we'll
comprehend.
stop right
I don't
there.
comprehend.
That's crazy.
That thinking.
But legally,
cash business.
What do they say? Legally, you're not. You don't have to pay
Oh,
taxes.
I love when the people jump out with that.
But the government, the
there's
government
no law
seems to
that
not listen to
says-
that.
Yeah.
ever.
Apparently, there is.
Yeah, I think there is.
Let me plug my company and let me run into work. RHMCloan.com.
Wow, you just got some loans today, brother.
All right, punching out, boys.
All right, man.
There he goes.
Loan guy.
Yeah, Vinny Brand helped me. I like to pay it off. I don't like being in debt, dude. It frightens me, and you are beholden to things you might not want to be. Now, I don't have to do gigs I don't want to do. It's like, it's nice.
Yeah.
James in Buffalo's
nice.
got the
Freedom.
answer to
Freedom.
the log cabin dilemma.
Oh, okay.
James in Buffalo, what's up?
Hey, guys. So basically, if you just stake your claim out with your log cabin, the guy with the log cabin next to you just comes over and just kills you because he wants he wants your land, too. So then, you know, they set up laws so that people have their own property and there's rules about it. And then, you know, you set up and you say, all right, we want clean water here. We don't just want to dig into a shitty well. So we start paying taxes. We start getting roads and all that shit.
Okay.
And that's basically how that all starts. And now, you know, we're fucking beholden to the government for everything.
I just said beholden, that you said it, sir. Please.
Beholden.
Please, it's the one word that was mine today.
All right, James.
Jimmy, I just love you so much.
Oh, James, you're a sweet fella.
Everything.
Thank
The
you.
government used to do that homesteading shit where they'd have people go out and they would say, okay, you got to, in a certain amount of time, build a house, and then in a certain amount of time, you need to install some kind of fucking well, and then in a certain amount, you need to have a business or a farm set up and stuff, and then you would own it for like nothing.
But who voted for that?
To
allow the government
No, I think
to
that
do
was
that.
like the government saying, like, this is government land, but we want you to do this to build the country up.
what
So,
if
like,
someone's-
that's like the beginning of a game, you know? It's like, all right, we need to build shit. And then the government would be like, all right, now we're coming through. You built yourself a nice little town, so we're going to come through with some other amenities,
Well, what if
and you got to pay us money.
What if you were in a state that wasn't part of the United States yet?
Oh,
And
and
you
then the
already had your
United
shit
States
there.
got it?
Yes.
Like the Louisiana Purchase?
Yes. You already had your shit down.
Then you got fucked.
How?
It's like, get off. We own this now. We bought. It's like when a fucking radio station gets sold and then the new bosses come in and they go, everyone out.
But it wasn't theirs to buy.
Yeah, it was, kind of.
Because no one owned it?
Yeah, the French.
Who are they?
They owned it. And then
From where? They're over there.
They colonized it. And then they're like, we'll give you that. You could just got to fucking, you know, help us out.
I might have to take a history class. I'm really confused. All right, you want to take a break? Was that it with the Michael Moore?
Yeah. Michael Moore's an asshole. Start with your own fucking money then. That's all. He's a rich guy. He wants to fucking, you know, tax a bunch of rich guys. Then,
Let me ask
then
you, though,
chip in.
what's he saying when he said tax these people? I got the impression he was talking about the banks.
Well, who knows? He's talking about businesses. He's talking about big business, I guess.
I thought he meant the banks.
He said the wealthy at one point, and he
Oh, did
certainly
he?
fits that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
He doesn't
necessar-
fit his pants. Yeah, fat pig.
I don't necessarily agree.
Michael Moore on the show.
I actually liked him. He was nice to me.
Yeah.
He was a nice
You
guy.
and Anthony
Yeah.
agree with everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you weren't too confrontational that day.
Well, I know. I was
Round
probably
two,
in a
you'll
good
be
mood.
better.
I was probably in a good mood that day. I don't know.
You guys hear about the Tyson show? Getting really good reviews.
Oh, really?
And we should have fucking got him.
No, he didn't do any radio. The only show he did, I think, was Gail King, but because A, it's Oprah, and B, it was on the same network tie-in somehow. He didn't do radio.
No, it's on the what channel is it on? But
it's the same owned by
Animal Planet.
Owned by the same whatever.
Oh, it is.
I'm thinking, yeah.
kidding
Did he rock Yell Animal Planet?
No, but are you kidding me?
What happened?
The show is on Animal Planet?
It's a show about pigeons, yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, and it's getting really good reviews because 6 episodes, and he's been raising pigeons since he was 14 years old.
Yeah.
That was
And he's
you
into
saw-
those. What are they? Homing?
Homing pigeons?
Homing pigeons. He's into.
Different than homo pigeons.
Yeah.
they fly right into your head. don't know why.
It's great. You really thought that one out.
Right as I'm saying, I'm like, what am I doing?
It's great. Ball 14. You fart and comes on the pigeons.
E-Rock, am I allowed to tell him what you told me?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
I know this started a whole thing yesterday.
What, did you read something on Mike Tyson's pad?
Jesus.
Just kidding.
Oh, no. Oh, no. It was... We're so close.
I love him.
We're trying to give him one day.
He loves
one
you know,
day.
Just to show a little respect.
E-Rock's a good boy.
Do you
And
know
then-
how many fucking jokes
And then
I
tomorrow
did
it's
not
gonna be
say today?
ugly.
Do you realize?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
listen to the replay and kind of think about what I do here on a daily basis, which is nothing, and think of how many jokes I wanted to say about E-Rock today. I haven't uttered a one.
How many did you have?
Probably
Roughly.
it had to
Probably
be
a dozen.
No, I would say honestly, yeah, probably 10 to 12.
Were there any about
That
his
could
wave?
have. I'm not even going to
Why?
answer that because I'm leaving him alone.
Why?
I'm not even going to answer it. It is E-Rock's day. It's a
I
day
agree.
after his birthday.
Yes.
and
the day after that beating.
he had his horrible birthday here yesterday, and this is his birthday day.
What happened at the Tyson thing? Because I was going to go to that, but I was
He almost met Tyson, right?
I got to meet him, but he didn't do photos or anything because he had a panic attack and then had to be rushed out.
Yeah, I heard
What?
everyone was crowding him, and
I hear he really hates crowds and he loses his mind. And he was started. What did you tell me before the show? He started yelling at his publicist, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here!"
He was taking a couple of photos, and then they started bringing everybody into this private room, and he started shaking and looking around in every direction, and he was mumbling to the lady that was with him. He's like, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Get me out of here!" That's all he was saying.
Wow.
Finished a couple of photos for Animal Planet people, and then security just parted everybody, grabbed him, and
how
ran
long was
out.
he in that place for?
He did his little speech for the show. It was about 10 minutes.
Okay, so you said hello to him.
When they brought him to the second room, I got to say hi to him. That was it.
Did he respond, or he didn't even pay
He
attention?
just kind of nodded and acknowledged that I was standing in front
How'd
of
he
him.
look?
He didn't look bad. He just did
doesn't
not
he-
want to be there.
Doesn't he have? Because I've met him twice, once outside the cellar and once at the Porn Awards on the expo floor.
Wow, that's awesome.
I have footage talking to him, video footage. Did I show you that?
No.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
It's he's got his arm around me. He's like, you call me a pimp. Tell him I'm a pimp. He wants me to tell the people at the Porn Awards he's a pimp.
Oh, I think
Whatever
we
you
might have-
want, sir.
That's the type of stuff we should be playing on the show.
I thought you guys heard it. I'll bring it in.
It sounds familiar.
And
I'm
there
not
might
sure
be
if we
some-
ever played it.
There's other footage I have, which video.
Ooh, you and Ron Jeremy?
No, me and Mike made out with the same girl.
Oh.
Who went first, though?
Oh, right, and it turned out.
I knew he didn't.
Oh,
so no, wait.
geez.
What? It was a...
Well, could have been.
And you knew ahead of time?
No. Afterwards, I found out. I was like, really? It was in public, though. It was in a public place.
Rules.
I didn't care. She was fucking hot. He has, though, Mike Tyson.
What is going on?
I love it.
Dude, Mike Tyson has a fucking aura. When he walks into a place, it's an odd thing how people adults behave like kids. And we've met Foreman. A lot of boxers, I'm sure, have that. But Mike Tyson has a very amazing fucking presence, man. There is a fucking an energy and a force that comes with this guy when he walks.
When he got off the elevator and walked into the room, all the noise of people talking just kind of silenced. They just watched him walk across the room.
He is a fucking larger. He's probably the most impressive guy you'll ever meet in your life, as far as just being around. Maybe aside from a president, but like charisma.
Muhammad Ali, even in his current state.
Absolutely, Ali is. Yeah.
You would lose your mind.
Ali is. I'd probably cry if I met Ali because he's Ali's a much more important figure, but Tyson is just a fucking force. And I've met a lot of boxers at events and stuff like that. Holmes, fucking Cooney, all these guys.
Oh, come on now.
That's
crazy.
Plus, we had Frazier. We had Frazier in. Frazier was amazingly charismatic. Frazier was Joe Frazier.
Yeah.
But when Mike walks in, man, there is a fucking...
Frazier was pretty impressive, though.
Beyond impressive. But I'm telling you,
But
Tyson
is above that.
is a fucking force. He's a very impressive guy.
Well, the show looks great. Getting good reviews.
I'm happy for him.
6 episodes on the Animal Planet, but you get to see the guy. They're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
the
just
man behind the myth.
The man, yes.
Do you know
the man and his pigeons?
In the past discussion that we've been having, I didn't do 4 jokes that I could have done.
Yeah, but
I just want him to know.
That's not like being nice.
I know.
Exactly.
Like you should just keep it to yourself.
No, but I can't.
Yeah.
I came this close to blurting it out.
What?
How could I not make a joke about how excited he was to meet Tyson?
What were you going to blurt out?
That he thought it was the chicken guy.
Let's see. No, you just did it.
Okay, but that was good.
But you just did it now.
Sorry.
But you just did it.
I know.
You just did it by.
couldn't help it.
You just did it by saying the joke you were gonna say.
I had a bunch of them, too. I was going to start shooting out.
Chip. But you're being nice today.
Yeah, I was going to say, what do you put on boxing gloves and punch ice cream into your fucking fat stomach and tits?
Jesus.
Holy shit. That isn't even a joke. That's just vicious. Holy I was holding back.
Jeez, Chip.
Holding back a whole lot. Yeah. But I didn't want to tease him, though.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Because when you were saying Mike Tyson was there, I was going to say, was there a whole lot of black guys that like when they used to fuck your mother? Holy shit!
What the fuck?
Chip is a prick.
Chip doesn't know how to be good-natured.
No, that's not good-natured. Good-natured ribbing isn't something Chip knows about.
Yeah.
This is supposed to be nice E-Rock Day.
I know.
I am being nice to him. I didn't say that stuff. I didn't say nothing about him.
Just a joke.
Yeah. He brought a glove. Didn't you ask him to sign your glove?
No, I didn't have a glove. I had something else.
What'd you have?
I had a copy of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Of course you did.
Oh. And he just wouldn't sign it?
Before I even got near him, all the publicists said that he's not signing any autographs.
Did he want a copy of Eric Nagel's Lunch-Out?
You know,
why?
You're just not a nice guy. Yeah. You're just an evil motherfucker. You're just the worst.
Yeah. Maybe you should have had him. Maybe you should have had him sign. Wait, what was that game they did the documentary about? Even Chip won't do that one.
All right, that's it.
All right, well, we're gonna break.
No more jokes.
No more jokes.
No more. That's it.
You should have had him sign Gilbert because you're fat.
Oh, look, this is they're advertising the show. It's a commercial.
Yeah, that's different. He doesn't have a scarf on.
Oh my God, that's so.
Oh my! Holy mackerel!
Listen,
no teasing E-Rock Day. We do.
No.
After the break, before we get,
she's not here. Malin Ackerman.
Malin Ackerman's coming in.
Where is she?
I don't know. She'll be here at 9:30. Can we do your most embarrassing tape today?
I don't have it with me.
Oh,
they have it. Danny has it. You know what? Danny has it. Danny has it.
Oh. Can we do that, man?
I'd love to hear some of that.
Yeah.
After the break, we
please.
might do Jimmy doing some TV from 1996. Nice. But first, I got over here this.
The Opie and Anthony Show presents Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get. Reality TV heartthrobs, the Mythbusters.
Primetime Sam Roberts here with the Mythbusters. Mythbusters, do you take lemon in your water?
Lime, actually.
Sure, why not? Thank you so much for your time.
This has been Primetime Sam Roberts and one question with a guest we couldn't get on the Opie and Anthony Show.
I hope you know that this has nothing to do with you. It's personal, myself and I. We've got some straightening out to do, and I'm gonna miss you like a child misses their blanket. But I gotta get a move on with my life. It's time to be a big girl now. place where I belong, and where your love has always been enough for me. I'm not running from, no, I think you got me all wrong. I don't know, regret this life I choose for me. But these places and these faces are getting old, so I'm going home. Well, I'm going home.
The Virus, Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. Opie and Anthony.
I can't lie, man. It's tough to hear his voice.
Miss that smelly motherfucker.
For the new listeners, that's Tippy Tom, our homeless friend. Way before Golden Voice, there was Golden Buns, who died about 2 years ago at this point. Fuck, that just bothers me. How funny was that motherfucker?
Yeah.
Just funny and full of life. And a raging alcoholic that lived on the streets.
All full of piss and vinegar without the vinegar.
That's the piss.
My favorite Tippy Tom moment when we wanted to do homeless. We did baby diaper mustache, so then we decided to do homeless. How do we? I forgot the name of the thing.
Gregorio.
Homeless duty mustache, I guess. Whatever.
Oh, God.
So we had to cut his underpants off.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because his legs were too big and his pants and his shoes. So we decided, well, if he could just pull his pants down, we could cut the fucking underpants off, which we proceeded to do. And then we plopped the underpants on this table, and it sounded like a brick because in his pants was a petrified duty.
It was like petrified wood. It really was.
It was petrified, no joke.
Like a rock.
And we couldn't even and then if you've ever played with Indian rocks, where you have to kind of get them moist so you can get a little color off them.
The Indian paint rock.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's what we had to do with this petrified duty so we could possibly make a mustache on.
I just got
on the great Pat Duffy.
I just got chills because it's like so disgusting.
Dude, guess what happens at 10 o'clock? We play it. See, that's what we're starting to do with this show. If we reference a little bit, then we get to play the bit and everyone goes, oh my God, this bit was so fun.
Now I
so
remember.
Fun and funny, right. But that was one of my moments that just stand out in my head when I think about Tippy Tom. When that underwear hit the table and you'll hear it on the replay.
It was so disgusting.
At 10 o'clock today.
One of my favorite Tippy Tom moments was when they were playing $20,000 Pyramid. Oh, my God. Oh, God. When Tippy Tom just kept blurting the answer out.
Yeah, we gotta bring that back too.
Oh, God.
We're starting to do bits again. Tomorrow's what? Car Crash Comedy?
Car Crash Comedy tomorrow. Car Crash Gamut.
We got that tomorrow, and then next Friday we might be doing a show that we can't really talk about, but we kind of could talk about.
Yeah.
Called Deadliest Snatch.
Deadliest Snatch.
With some nice prize money. Or should we just bail on it so we can do it properly? We'll have to. Let's decide that after the show today.
Yeah.
We might be able to talk about it on Monday. Now, if we're allowed to actually talk about the show on Monday, then maybe we could do it on Friday, next Friday.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's good.
Because if we're going to do it, we got to do this properly. We got to definitely have girls that. I don't even know what I'm allowed to say.
Well, we like the idea that
I'm not doing that again.
Pussy stink.
I'm not doing that again. Hopefully we can talk about it properly on Monday and it'll all come together. Because I think it has potential. I really do. Anthony, Mickey Rooney, the great Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney, my God, what a career this man has had, spanning decades and decades.
Did you ever like a Mickey Rooney movie?
Bill,
of course.
Bill, one of my favorites, where he played the old retarded gentleman.
It wasn't supposed to be a comedy, but we find it
It's one of the funniest movies
very
ever.
funny movie. And we even got to talk to
Dennis Quaid's in it.
Oh, I was ready to say Bill Paxton. I get those two
Oh,
confused.
Dennis Quaid is in that one, yeah.
Yeah, we got to talk to Dennis Quaid about that.
Yeah.
Another fine moment on this show. We had the great Dennis Quaid on, and we refused to ask him about anything else but the movie Bill
He
that
was
no
laughing.
one saw. Yeah,
he was laughing quite a bit because I think he's done plenty of interviews. But I don't think he came up against an interviewer that knew so much about the movie Bill as I did. and would not ask him anything but Bill questions, and kept doing impressions of Bill and
the obsession we have for that movie, Bill.
Yes.
If you haven't checked it out for
Bill.
yourself, you might want to.
Bill.
You should rent that and About Schmidt, 2 movies that I think weren't supposed to be funny that are just hilarious.
And not Bill on his own.
No!
Don't get that one. That's like saying just get Caddyshack 2 instead of Caddyshack.
Right.
It's not that. It's Bill.
Why is this guy...
Bill.
Wait.
Perverse pleasure in other people's downfall and troubles.
You guys put out too much of his life. It's not your guys' business. So I know if it was me, I would be like, why are you guys in my life? So
Too much media.
yeah, basically too much, way too much.
I think he's out of control. I mean, I think he needs to take a look at himself.
You know, the other thing I was thinking about is this is a guy who's really been exposed to this since he was a small child. Remember, his father is Martin Sheen, a major movie and television star. So he almost seems way too comfortable having his life unravel. And then, as we've seen, now putting his kids right into the spotlight. That's the latest from here, guys. Back to you.
No, you guys are putting them in the spotlight.
Exactly. Whatever. People are loving Charlie Sheen on Twitter. But these news people are just...
I like her, actually.
They're just outraged by the whole thing.
Yeah, now they're outraged. And I love how the media is talking about the outrage, yet they just keep putting more out there.
Right.
I don't know what to make of it.
I don't know, whatever. So Mickey Rooney, yes.
Bill, one of my faves.
Yeah. And, wow, Dennis Quaid looks young, and Mickey Rooney already looks really old.
Yeah, and this is
and
early
Mickey Rooney's
80s.
still alive.
God damn.
How old is Mickey Rooney?
173.
Damn, that's a hell of an age.
170.
Let's never give real answers ever again on this show.
Have we ever?
Let's make a pact right now.
No real answers ever.
No more real answers. Fuck that. Doesn't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
So, Mickey Rooney, what? He got abused?
I guess he got abused.
Somebody better get the mask.
Oh, shit.
Somebody.
It was Troy's turn.
Who's up? Troy. Get
if you
Troy
guys weren't
quick.
listening earlier, we got a fart mask apparatus.
Dr. Steve sent it.
We got to admit it was a Jackass thing that we didn't know about.
I did not know it was
I didn't
Jackass.
know.
I would never have
All right,
stole
so
it. Now we do.
So Jimmy's been eating ice cream all morning. Troy, make sure the mask doesn't come off. Okay, Troy has put the mask on.
There it is. There it is. Hold it on there. There you go. Breathe in through the nose.
Wow, that was a loud fart.
Out slowly through the mouth.
That was a loud
in
fart.
through the nose. Keep it on.
Enjoy.
And join.
Oh, it's rough, Troy, get on mic. And?
That's rough, dude.
It's rough?
Yeah, Jim's farts are the fucking worst. I said
that was in a
It
mask.
made your hair stand up straight.
Oh, wait a
Wow,
minute.
Look at that.
Guy's hair was like that, dude.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, that was bad, dude. Travis is up.
I'd be honored to take one.
Honored.
Travis, you really want one?
I have no problem taking one. I've
think
been
we need a
smelling
hero
Jim's
song
farts for 6 years, so.
It is true.
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of immune to him at this point.
Can we get all the farting out of the way before this big star comes in?
Big
Ow, I just got shocked.
All right, so Mickey Rooney abused?
Yes, who knew this was happening in his later years? I guess he's been under some kind of care.
I guess, and then the nurse and stuff is abusing him, so he had to go
beating him.
He had to go in front of Congress to talk about it.
Yeah.
Why did he have to go in front of Congress?
I don't know.
There's a picture of...
Because that's what you do. When something happens to you, you go down and announce it to Congress, I think.
Yeah?
And then maybe they pass some kind of bill.
Oh, a bill?
I think.
A bill.
Look at Mickey Rooney
Passed
scolding.
a bill.
Look at Mickey Rooney. You should retweet that picture, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Mickey Rooney scolding you.
It's topical.
He's got a finger in your face telling you not to be a dirty comic.
Oh, yeah. Right before I beat him.
Good.
Yeah. I got the whole joke.
Here's Mickey Rooney
I got it.
in front of Congress.
I have worked almost my entire lifetime in the business I love, to entertain and to please other people. I am here today because it's so important that I share my story with others. I was unable to avoid becoming a victim of elder abuse.
Elder abuse. It's just called life, motherfucker. Laughs really
Elder
punch it
abuse
up.
comes in many many different forms: physical abuse, emotional abuse,
sexual. Oh, come on, sexual, please. Sexual.
And financial abuse.
Oh, damn it!
Even with success.
Sexual.
My monetary thing, called money, was stolen from me. Yet stolen. By someone close.
That's terrific.
Many times.
That's terrific.
As with my situation, the elder abuse involves...
Sexual.
It involves a family member. You feel scared, disappointed.
Big cock.
Yes, and angry.
Finger and just suck it.
And you can't believe that it's happening to you. You feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's acting.
The strength you need to fight it. To take a big one. You can be in control of your life 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen, and in the next minute, like that, you have absolutely, believe it or not, no control. Sometimes this happens quickly, but other times it's very gradual. Over the course of time, my daily life became unbearable.
Why? What? Sexual?
Because all of this seemed to come out of nowhere. At first, it was something small.
Like what?
Yeah, details.
Stop with your vagaries.
A pinky?
A pinky, you think? And then it turned into a big fucking, the anal destroyer, the rubber molded fist.
Yes. It starts small, like I told the same Guys and Dolls story 30 times. And he struck me in my cheek with his fist, wrapped in a towel like Joe Pesci in Raging Bull.
And I could control it, but then it became something sinister. It was completely out of my control.
What?
I felt trapped, scared, used.
But he's acting. I felt trapped, scared, used. I felt trapped, scared, you.
This is boring.
What's he babbling about?
I don't know.
I actually think elder abuse should be mandatory.
It's the only way they learn.
And frustrated. I came here for you to think of the literally millions of seniors
Is it tadpoles in my hair and back
who are abused. You're not alone.
Yeah.
And you have nothing, ladies and gentlemen, to be ashamed of.
Of course you do. God, this is sexual.
Yeah.
Isn't that the rap for
not your fault.
Sex abuse?
You are never to blame.
Remember that?
Yes. You're always to blame.
Of course. Oh, my God.
I wonder who did this to me.
I know. Who
In
did
person.
What?
Oh, really?
Shit.
Damn, that's a fucking...
Wow. Wow.
Nothing, ladies and gentlemen, to be ashamed of. You deserve. Yes, you deserve better.
No, you don't.
You all have the right to control your own life.
No, you don't.
Everyone does. You have the right to control your life and be happy.
Hold on, pause. Maybe the guy beating you is enjoying his life.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
Maybe that's his enjoyment.
Maybe he's fucking
Mr.
listening to your
Rooney.
stories long enough. And he's had you dominate the conversation at Thanksgiving dinner long enough.
Could you add, with all due respect?
Yeah, with all due respect, sir.
Mr. Rooney?
Yes, perhaps him fucking planting his fist in your cheek was him fulfilling a years-long dream. All right. Sorry.
Please. For yourself, end the cycle of abuse and do not allow yourself to be silenced.
God,
anymore.
Everybody just wants to punch him in the face
Tell
because
your
he's rambling
story
on.
to anyone, someone,
They'll hit you.
and let them know. The elder abuse happened to me.
All right, we got it.
That's why I'm here to tell you a little about it.
You haven't
Very
told us
little.
anything about it.
Jesus.
Exactly. Give us details.
Come on,
Rooney.
something.
And if it can happen to me, Oh, God willing it and unwilling it. It can happen to anyone.
You're 5 feet
I'm
tall.
asking you to stop.
Who's this guy think he is? Jack Johnson?
He's the
you
tough
fucking
guy.
twerp.
If it could happen to him because he's the tough guy.
If it can happen to you, if it can happen to me, it can happen to any fetus.
You said Jack Johnson. That rules.
Fuck does he think he is?
He's 5 foot and 95 years old. Of course it could happen to
He
you.
was beatable back in 1940. When weren't you
Right.
beatable?
You're in the front of the line of people that are easy to pick on.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Judy Garland used to beat him. Oh, God. That was abuse. Him having to go down on that big, hairy, drunk bush.
Yeah. And Liza's nose popped out and sang at him. And she burped. And she fucking burped into the lines from Arthur. Her fucking plastic coat on.
Dumb plastic coat.
Yeah. She popped out and said, "Hi, I'm Linda Marola." And he went, licked her face like a dog. Oh, boy.
It can happen to anyone.
Right, we got it.
I'm asking you to stop this elderly abuse.
Should have said that to the guy socking in the jaw.
Stop it.
He's yelling.
And end it and say it's a crime.
It is.
And we will not allow it.
It is a crime.
Exactly.
In the United
Shouldn't
States of America.
Be more funny. Just thought we needed to pump that up. Sorry.
You will be molested.
Oh, fuck him.
Stop talking and start sucking. Now lick my sweaty balls.
All right, well.
I love that one.
Stop talking to stars.
You look like a fucking bitch on heat. And if you get raped by a pack of niggers, it'll be your fault.
Oh, my God.
Oh, Mel.
What is Mel saying to Mickey Rooney? That's terrible.
That's really bad. Man.
Oh, Mickey.
That's not nice.
That's terrible. No wonder he's crying.
Yeah.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, that's
great.
That's not.
Is there any
right.
more Mickey Rooney, please?
Well,
Roll over and shut up. I'm gonna come down your throat. And you fucking well better swallow it all. You let one drop spill and I'll whip your ass so hard you won't sit down for a week. Stop talking and start sucking.
I love that guy.
Hey, what about the cheeks of my ass?
I love that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Mickey.
You ever suck a guy's cock? Show me how you suck a guy's cock. It's the last time I'm going to ask you.
Oh, please squeeze my tits. They're on fire. Oh, Jimmy.
I'm gonna fuck you in the mouth.
That's it for Mickey Rooney.
That's it for Mickey. And he ended it with the United States of America. He was acting during that whole fucking thing.
Somebody should have thrown a flag over his head and blackened his eye.
And with bars of soap wrapped in a flag. Ow, ow, ow.
Do we know what happened to him?
No.
He didn't explain nothing.
He didn't say shit.
Fucking mad now.
I got sick of. I had to sit down and there was tapioca pudding in my underpants.
You put it there, dummy. He thinks somebody filled his
No,
pants
the orderly did.
shitting in his pants.
No, tapioca's white. His caregiver was fucking his backside. Giving him some good care.
You can only hope that's what it was. Something really heinous. He should have explained it better because, like, now we can just assume it's.
Do you think
you
think the guy would put his hands on Mickey's back?
Oh God!
And straddle his awful hiney.
Mickey's,
What did he do?
And what did Mickey do in the while he was being just
his little feet kicked?
His
Like he
feet
was
kicked.
dancing Guys and Dolls again.
Get off of me!
What did he do?
I know. What happened?
Yeah, we all want details.
What happened?
Because now you're just allowing people to assume there was
speculate.
some hiney sex or something.
Yeah.
No one's assuming that but us.
Oh, you think? You think everyone else is
they think
handling
he
this
hits-
properly?
Yes.
You think- you
we're
think
rooting for Heine sex.
You think we're the only ones?
I know we're rooting.
No
for
one
it.
else is rooting for it.
You don't think Anderson Cooper's going to take this angle?
No, he roots for that for himself.
I made that way too easy for you. I got to make it a little harder for you. Why don't we take a quick break so
She's
we
not
can
here, is she?
clear the field for, how do you say
Malin
her name?
Ackerman.
Malin Ackerman.
Really good actress. And I didn't recognize the name we saw on the prep sheet. It's like, I'm so happy. I love her.
Right. And Bobo's here to film his what do we
Suicide.
call it? His suicide. Actually, it's an off radio thing. Don't worry, guys. And if you want to check out the video later, you can. If not, that's fine too. But we got her coming in next. Stay there.
The Virus, Sirius XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.
Really quickly, I got the answer on Twitter for the people that do care. Mickey Rooney. They said his stepson kept him like a prisoner in his home and stole $500,000 from him.
Cash?
That's
I
it.
guess, yeah. The stepson.
Hello.
Oh my God, you are so hot.
Hi,
Hi, nice to meet you. My brother-in-law's in love with you. He just texted me.
Good.
Good.
Is that your water?
It is.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure if I drank out of it. No,
If you want.
no, I believe so. That'd be bad for you. Good for me, bad for you. I want to give you a
Well,
clean
you don't
one.
know where I've been last night, so.
See?
Malin Ackerman. Holy crap.
I'm so happy you're here. I didn't recognize the name when we saw it on the prep sheet, and then I realized, like, oh my God, one of my favorite shows ever, The Comeback.
Oh, thank you, Daddy. That was a great show.
Really underrated show.
A lot of fun.
Did you guys? I mean, the whole show arced in the one season. Were you hoping for season 2, or did you know that was kind of a 12? You did.
I really was hoping for season 2.
What a terrible move!
Never happened.
Why didn't they do season 2?
Terrible move not to.
I'm only a couple episodes in. I just got hooked recently, and I love it myself.
Oh,
it's
good.
great. But what? It didn't do ratings or something?
No, it didn't. It didn't do well for some. I think it was a little painful to watch.
It was so uncomfortable to watch.
And I remember I forced all of my friends to come over and watch the first couple episodes, and I remember everyone was so quiet after the first episode.
People
It's
just going like, oh.
why is nobody saying like, oh, that's great, or you know? And I kind of got it. People were just uncomfortable with it, which was I
But
was like, all right,
that's
well,
some of the
this is
best
what happened.
stuff.
It was amazing.
Maybe not
put-
for the mainstream.
I never thought anybody could be close to Gervais as far as uncomfortable and making an ass out of themselves. Kudrow in that was masterful. And, but the thing with you that's so great is the beautiful girl wasn't the villain. Like usually that's the easy target, but you were actually really nice, and like you should have been a bitch in the show, but you turned out to be nice, which was a huge
And
surprise.
She's a bitch in real life.
And
Instead.
she
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's how they typically would have done it. They would have made the hot girl the bitch.
Actually,
And she looked great in a bikini. Let's be
Thank
honest
you.
with each other.
I didn't even
Lisa
look.
Kudrow.
You didn't
or
look?
me?
Lisa Kudrow was just like so painful to watch in that. She was so delusional with everything, and
She played it really well.
yeah. What
And
was
a
the name of the
self-centered ass.
What was the name of the show?
Oh, I'm it.
I'm it.
I'm it.
You really are.
Valerie
it.
Cherish.
Yeah.
My favorite.
It
My
was
favorite.
so bad.
So bad.
Do you remember when her teenage daughter, Francesca, I think her name was like, hey, could you drive me to school? And she's like, wow, changes.
Oh my God, you really are.
I had to hide under the Afghan. It was humiliating.
It was just
The most-
cringe-inducing.
Such an underrated show. It drives me nuts that show
It's
didn't
too
get-
bad.
I'm so glad. Well, it came back on IFC, so now people can watch
Oh,
it. So
good,
at least
good.
it's,
Yeah, so that-
rerunning.
Maybe it was too
One season
real.
of
And maybe they just didn't
Yeah.
want to see Lisa Kudrow that way, knowing that she was so famous with
You know
friends.
what? A lot of people came up to me and they're like, oh, it's so sad what happened to Lisa Kudrow. I was like, what do you mean? What happened? And they're like, no, but just like her life and how it went down. I was like, that's a character, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is
that's.
Valerie Cherish, not Lisa Kudrow.
It wasn't a documentary,
No.
you dummy.
But I think a lot of people thought it was.
Yeah.
And so that also added to the uncomfortable
the
factor.
depression of watching it.
But I just knew when I talked to my mom, I was like, so what did you think? And she's like, well, you looked cute. I was like,
Oh,
oh,
God.
God.
You were in a big show.
Like that, she speaks for the mainstream, I was
Right,
like, all
right.
right, so people really aren't getting it.
But you were really great. And when she came out and did the robot, it was,
Oh, God, yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, don't do
bad.
the robot. That stinks. The robot stinks.
Yeah.
It captured uncomfortable absolutely perfectly, and the writers were hateable. I mean, the one guy was likable, and then Paulie was absolutely
I'm gonna have to
hateable.
run through that
And
series
they're the
again.
nicest
Watch it again.
guys ever.
I know.
So cool.
But it was brilliantly written and brilliantly acted.
Yeah.
And to me, your character on it was Juno was the biggest surprise because you were the one they would typically would have made the villain, and they didn't.
Yeah.
Which
It
was
smart writing.
Yeah.
I want our own Sam to ask about a role that you recently landed, playing.
Oh, go ahead,
playing
Sam.
Who Sam? What?
You can talk it. Oh,
Who's that?
Sam?
Which one?
That's Sam.
Sam, yes.
Sam.
That's Sam.
All right, nice to
We're not
meet
sure
you.
if he's
Nice to
black,
meet you.
just so you know.
Oh, okay. I'll try to help you out. He looks pretty white to me, but
Yeah, he
Thank
does.
you.
Do you see
I
the
get
black
it.
features, though? There's nothing wrong with it. If
And
you
the
do.
hair.
nothing wrong with it. But no. I mean the hair. I mean
hair
he's
a
got
little.
great hair. Great
Thank
hair.
you very
Very
much.
big
for saying that.
eyebrows,
Thank
though.
you.
and
Great hair. No one's ever
Does it-
said that about him before.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, what do you got there? Sam?
well, they just wanted. I don't know why you wanted me to say that you're playing Linda Lovelace, and
Yeah. Linda Lovelace.
you could say Linda Lovelace. I mean,
Yeah, there was not
I
a lot of love
pronounce
in there. Yeah, Linda
Love-
Lovelace, but it's
Lovelace.
Lovelace.
No,
yeah.
he insists that's how it's
He
pronounced.
really, yeah.
I don't know where the hard A would come from.
What do you put on your feet? Shoelaces? You idiot.
I
Yes,
thought-
Yeah.
Lovelace or Loveless, the way
Lovelace.
whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I.
She's both.
It's
yeah.
lace.
It's
They
lace.
just, I mean, there's
We've
no
all
real
known it as
question
lace.
here. They just wanted me to humiliate myself in
Great.
front of you.
Of course.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mission
you did a great
accomplished.
job.
Thank you
You're-
for saying that.
Yeah, you're
And
very welcome.
they're saying this movie's going to make her a huge star.
huge
You're
star.
already a star.
That would be amazing.
That's the buzz out there. This
Oh,
is the
good.
one that's going to make her just a massive,
Now,
huge star.
I would love to meet those people who are saying that.
Are you going to have to do some saucy scenes in this movie?
What you mean, like make some sauce, like an Italian woman?
Exactly. She had to eat at some point. She probably had sauce.
Yes.
She probably had sauce on her pasta.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure she ate when Harry
about
Reams
food
wasn't
here.
feeding her.
You know, it's actually a really kind of dark story. It's it's not porn, guys.
Right.
You can watch the movie Deep Throat. You'll see a lot of it, but this
Who's
is
playing
actually
Harry
behind-
Reams, do you know?
Don't know yet.
Well, you wanna-
I'm really curious. to
You want to
see what's gonna
audition,
be.
Jimmy?
Yeah, you want to come in and audition
I've
for
never
us?
I've never wanted to look like Harry Reams so bad in my life.
I hear he's like he did a 180. He's living in Utah now and is
Sells real estate or something.
Yeah, selling real estate.
Wow.
You know your shit.
Jimmy knows a
You really
lot.
do.
Well,
Yeah.
he kind of he knows a little bit about porn.
Especially about
Just
the
a-
okay.
industry.
Yeah.
Yes, shows I like and pornography.
Industry.
I'm your man. Ask me a math question
Good.
when I'm finished.
He can
2
rattle
plus
off
2.
porn names, man. It's very impressive.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, it's actually a really fantastic script, and she was a tortured woman.
Yeah,
her
that's like-
husband was.
It's been very controversial, though, whether she was willing participant
Yeah.
or whether she was forced to make the movie because you watch the movie and go, oh, well, she seems-
Yeah, we still leave it as a question mark
Oh,
in this
okay.
film, which I like because the writer really took took his own opinion and made it into this film. And obviously, she was tortured and she was beaten and brutally kind of forced into prostitution by her own husband at gunpoint. And so there's some really dark moments. Yeah.
That's why she was an anti-porn crusader after. I never knew that about her. Wow. Okay.
But the crazy thing
I
is
called it being a stick in the mud.
Yeah.
yeah. God, those women. But then she went back right after being an anti-porn crusader. She went back and posed for Playboy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is really so. She's a really interesting woman.
She's
you know?
torn.
It was
She's
like-
torn. Yeah,
She's,
she's a little
bit
bit
torn.
confused. She was. I mean, she
Was,
died
yeah.
unfortunately
Yeah,
in a car
right.
crash.
Yeah, I think we
Tragically.
talked to someone from the family.
Yeah, the
after that
sister.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, that's right.
Yeah, we had
Oh,
very,
wow.
very.
I have a
serious-
signed deep throat.
We had a very serious
You do?
conversation with her.
You have a what?
Signed
sad.
deep throat.
You do. You
Yes.
have a signed
Open your
deep
mouth.
throat.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's take a look-see.
What are the B girls doing here today? I'm a little distracted.
What
You
the
can't
hell
see
is
this.
that?
What girls?
They're the girls
Girls
dressed
dressed like
bees.
They are.
Are they part of what you're promoting? I'm really confused now.
No. But I'd love to meet the B girls. Maybe they have something
Yeah.
exciting to promote.
One of the Gossip Girls was here yesterday, and I wasn't going to get a picture with her, but I was taping a music show, and I was looking out the window, and I could see up her skirt, and I'm like, I'm almost obligated to take a photo.
Fantastic.
I wasn't even trying to look, but you couldn't not. I just saw butt cheeks hanging out.
Yeah.
Like, what am I, a criminal?
No,
have
I
to.
agree. I mean, it's like when boobs
criminal.
are hanging out, you're like, you have to look.
You
know
have
what
to
I mean?
peek. You
I
have
peek.
to.
I always
She's
do.
a good egg. Man.
No, she's great.
I like this. I like this one. I like this one.
But you're still liking the B-girls out there.
Well, no,
Little
it's
bit.
just a distraction.
But,
Totally. I just wish I could
terrible.
see it better. I wish I could see it.
Well, they're over there. They're going to come by this way, obviously.
They're going to buzz by?
Yes. Yeah, they'll buzz by.
They're promoting average-sized breasts.
They're fantastic. Average size are great.
And of course, we got to mention Watchmen. I did not see the movie, but when people talk about you, they're like, "Wow, she was so hot in that movie.
Oh,
so good in that
thank you.
movie."
That was a lot of fun.
My
yeah.
brother-in-law is losing it. He's texting me like crazy from Philly. He
No
just
way.
loves you in that movie. But
Tell him
I have
I
nothing to
love him
say
back.
about it because I haven't seen it yet.
Well, you should. You
Yeah.
should definitely see it. It's a good movie, all in all. All in all?
All in all?
All in all.
that works.
It's a fantastic film. It was a lot. We shot that for 6 months in Vancouver and did like 2 months of training pre movie. It was a lot of ass kicking in that film, which was a lot of fun. I'd never done any kind of fight training or anything before that.
Sorry, but the B-girls are now, they're showing their asses.
Hi.
They're showing their asses. Open the door.
Who is that?
Open the door. They, I
God,
swear they were
finger.
just pressing their asses up against
See what
the
that's all
Probably
about.
from Beezit.
What are you? Oh, wow. Hi, what are you
Come
girls
on in
from?
real
Guarantee
fast.
it's Beezit.
Where are you from?
See?
What?
It's a website.
Beezid. We love Beezid.
We gave
The number one
prize
auction
today.
site.
Yeah, of course, and we wanted to give the prize to the pretty girls today.
Really?
Ooh, I
Oh,
like
well.
that.
It was amazing.
Was it really? What's your name?
I'm Emily.
Where
Nice
are you
meeting
from?
you. I'm from Montreal.
Montreal.
Montreal. Toronto.
Yeah, I've seen you before.
Yeah?
I've seen you before.
Yeah,
I did.
she's an actress.
Where have you
Oh,
seen her?
really? Well, see?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Montreal's a better city than Toronto, by the way.
No, what?
Sorry.
Did you
Oh.
just say that?
Do you
You're
shop on
hotter,
Beezid?
but-
Yes, Beezid.
That's
But-
amazing.
You haven't been to Toronto with
Beezid.com.
me.
Yeah.
That's why.
You could get all kinds of name brand items. 99% off of
yeah,
retail.
it's pretty amazing.
You know what's more amazing?
Oh,
Your
we
asses.
love it.
Can we
Are
see
you
them?
from Montreal as well?
Yeah, I'm Layla. I'm from Montreal
Awesome.
too.
Wow. I
What's
love
with all the
being fellow
Canucks in
Canadian.
here?
Well, yeah, we're
See,
all
hot
making
ladies come
friends.
from Canada.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get a chance to get friends with the porn stars, so now we're.
Oh,
we
man.
prefer the
Are you looking at her
Right.
as a porn star?
Fake
She's not a porn star.
She's not a
You're
porn
fake.
star.
Oh, the other. Can we see you?
My boobs are too small to be a porn star.
No, they're not actually.
They're very perky. Very perky.
Creepy was that response?
Perky.
Yeah.
A handful. That's all you need,
That's
right?
all that
Just a
matters.
handful.
Absolutely.
Are you buzzing around the building
Yeah.
and just popping in for Beezid?
Well, we wanted to know what you thought about last year's Beezids girls.
They were lovely.
I don't
Yeah?
even remember that.
Well,
They were
not,
lovely people.
Really?
not as good
Oh,
as this
Not as
year's.
good as
broads are
Thank
diamond
you.
dozen.
I know.
That's nice.
Yes.
Beautiful
Good.
girl.
So
Wow.
if we make a nice impression, we'll see you again next
Yes.
week.
Well, who
Very good.
was
I like
pressing
it.
their ass up against the glass? Can we see the
I
ass?
didn't see that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I wanted to catch your attention.
There you go.
Oh,
Very
madam.
nice.
Morning.
But I'm
Rather
not
saucy.
that kind of girl. You know, I'm classy. It's just when you want attention, you have to.
Absolutely. Put on a bee
All
outfit
the
and show your
way.
ass.
Absolutely.
You're not that type of girl, though.
We understand
She's
you
basically
Canadians.
saying you're not going to get any, so relax.
I thought Katharine Hepburn was classy, but then I saw you with your ass hanging out in an insect outfit, and I said,
It's very, no, you're very pretty, very
Nice
pretty
meeting
indeed.
you.
Oh, Jimmy, what did you do?
There they go,
You
the
just chased
Beezid
them
girl.
away.
Go to Beezid.com.
The one is
Check
carrying her
whole thing out.
pocketbook around. She's not even like
Exactly.
committing to the character.
She's not committing to
No, man. She's
She
walking
really
around with a
isn't-
fucking pocketbook.
She's not method.
She's not method.
if
One
Mount,
of them is. One of them is.
Yes.
The ass showing one is great.
Don't show her the fart.
The classy
apparatus.
the other one was cute, but she had kind of a weird face. She had kind of like a man's face. She looked like you superimposed it. But I didn't want them in here.
Really nice.
Normally, I would have been a lot nicer to them, but she kind of bugged me when she's showing her ass. We're trying to chit chat about the comeback.
bugged you,
I don't want to
Dennis.
hear it.
You don't mess with him.
I
mean,
know.
He is
And she was
real
talking about
feisty.
Don't mess around with Jim.
She was talking about her perky boobs.
No,
So,
she's great.
I know.
We got enough
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
We're
We
all
don't
good.
need.
Got
We
a-
don't
we
need
got
a
a
girl in
handful,
a bee,
so to
bee
speak.
costume. No.
The listeners are falling in love with you by just listening to your voice.
I'm here every day.
No, Jimmy, not you.
her.
Yeah. But I'm sure they love you too.
They really
Jimmy.
do.
They do.
Oh,
they do.
James.
Yeah.
So we covered The Watchmen. We covered
Yes.
Comeback. I know you were in Heartbreak Kid. You were good in that.
Thank you so much. That
I'm
was
not really-
crazy. That was. I actually didn't think that I was going to ever get married after anybody watching that because I was so crazy.
Right.
I actually watched that with my husband, who was not my husband at the time, and I was like, "Oh my God, please let him marry me, please."
Oh my God.
Because it was one of those where I was like, "Really, I'm not going to turn out this way."
Right.
What
But
did your husband do?
He's a drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For
He's a session player in Los Angeles.
Any songs we even know?
For hire, guys.
Any songs we even know?
Probably not. He just recorded a couple songs for Carolina Liar. I don't know if you know these guys.
I've heard the
Swedish
name.
group. They've been touring around a bit now, but he mostly does just like new up and coming artists. And
he did this. That was him, right?
That was him.
Yeah,
oh my
okay.
God,
I
you
just
heard
wanted
it.
to make sure.
Yeah, that
he's
was
good.
like a hit song
Right.
in Japan.
Great.
Yeah, really, really good. Really good.
Are you still in the Pedal Stones? Is that accurate?
No, that was how I met my husband. You know that he was the drummer in the Pedal Stones, which was a band that we had back in 2004.
Oh, look at you, really?
Yeah, 2003, 2004. When I decided that I sucked as an actress and decided
I don't
want
to see that.
Oh my God, I love you.
Whoa!
But decided to sing, which I also sucked at that time.
Really?
But basically just did that for a year and a half and got a husband out of it instead.
All right,
That's good. Well, at least you got a husband out of it, and then you go back to
Exactly.
acting, and you're successful.
Did you read the sheet?
That works.
Screw everything.
What?
She was voted sexiest woman in Sweden.
Yes, I did read that.
Holy! You know how hot the women are in
I was
Sweden
actually on the
in
voting
general?
committee.
Well, yeah. Oh, were you, Jimmy?
I certainly
that's
was.
why.
You were the one that
That's
put,
why.
put her over?
I was the first one to say aye.
Such a big comeback fan. That's
Put
why.
her over.
Yeah, but guys,
That
that's
is
like,
more impressive than anything because the women over there are beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. But I bet you they vote like every minute, so they need a new woman every minute
Oh,
because
really?
there's too many hot women over there. I was like,
gotta
guys,
spread the
you're
love.
mistaken. There's so many beautiful women. It's incredible.
What language is Swedish? Obviously,
Swedish.
I'm glad I caught myself before I asked asshole of the century question.
We speak Spanish in Sweden.
So, do you? How could you say something? Could you say something in Swedish?
Yeah, what would you like me to say?
Yes.
Ja.
Ja.
Det är
Ja.
jättekul att vara här med dig. Jag älskar att du älskar min show.
Nice.
That's really sexy. And I know it doesn't mean what I want it to mean.
Nope.
Which is like, I've left him and I'll be over in a few minutes. It probably means something else. Like if you had a stronger chin, maybe.
I will never tell you. You just keep fantasizing
I got
about
it.
it.
He's been farting all morning. He doesn't want. He
God.
doesn't want you to know that because you're so
Oh, really?
beautiful. But it was for
Disgusting.
something else we were doing.
Okay,
We're,
okay.
we're you know,
You gotta
we
let
wear,
it out. You don't want to explode.
we wear
Absolutely.
many. We wear many hats on this show.
Yes,
Well,
and
can
they-
you talk about how horrendous?
And they all have propellers on them.
Can you in Swedish?
In Sweden. You want me to go to
Sweden.
Sweden?
It's Swedish.
Talk about how horrendous his farts are, but make it sound sexy.
Okej. Dina pruttar är så äckliga så det är inte klokt.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
I think we just bonded.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I think we did.
Oh, that's the way you want to bond with somebody. You're beautiful
Over
and I
farts
smell
in
bad.
Swedish.
So, no, what did you say?
I said your farts are so gross, I can't even believe it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It sounds so much
So
nicer in
nice.
Swedish.
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound lovely in
It was
Swedish?
wonderful, man.
And
Thank you.
the movie you're promoting now is called Happy Thank You More Please, and it's in theaters tomorrow. It's a very limited release, which means that there is also always the possibility of a larger release.
Yeah.
And
I know it was DVD.
yeah, a lot of them do go to DVD, but it's cheaper than promoting them. I think for theater release. What is the movie about? And who do you play?
It's actually a really cute movie, guys. I would highly recommend it. But it's three different couples who are trying to sort of figure out their lives and in their 30s and I play a woman who has alopecia universalis, which is where you lose all of your hair. So I'm actually bald and shaved off my eyebrows for
What
this.
the hell are they uglying you up for?
Yeah.
Well, you
should
know,
never ugly yourself.
Or you
it
still,
was actually pretty. It was
you
actually
still
pretty
look good?
like
You got a good head?
cool looking
Oh, okay.
and beautiful. It was
All right.
kind of gorgeous and my husband kept calling me an angel.
You got a good head?
I got a good head.
You got a good
I got
head.
a good head, guys.
Was it kind of
I
fun
actually
though?
didn't
being
shave my head, though.
Was it fun?
No.
You didn't?
No, we did a bald cap. I wasn't that
Ah.
brave. I wasn't that brave.
Why? It would have come
Yeah,
back.
that is like, wow.
Yeah, it was a little too much. But we did all those head wraps all the time, so there wasn't really.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
There was no necessity to shave them, but the eyebrows came off for sure.
The eyebrows came
Yeah.
off.
How long does it take to grow back?
Like maybe 2 months. But the best part was right after I shaved them off, there was a girl who was like, she was one of the actresses, and she comes and she's like, "Oh my God, did you just shave off your eyebrows?" And was like, yeah, I did. She's like, wow, my mom did that in the 70s and they never grew back.
Oh,
like,
damn.
Thanks. That's great. Thanks for telling me now after the
To
fact.
Miss Yvonne did.
She plucks the ball out, then she draws the bitch. She goes, brum, brum, brum.
Did you pencil them in after the movie was done shooting?
Yeah, every now and then I left them at some points, and it's funny to watch people just kind of look at your face and go, "What is?
What is?
Trying to
Something's
fit-
wrong.
Something's gone. Like something's not there."
Yes,
that's pretty brave, man.
It was fun.
Walking
It was
around
a
with no
lot of fun.
eyebrows.
It's a really cool movie, and obviously because she's a bald woman, you kind of have to figure that she has a lot of obstacles in her life when it comes to finding love. So
True. Oh, so she's bald forever? Alopecia doesn't go away?
no, it doesn't.
No.
What do you do if you have alopecia? Probably invest in a lot of hats.
You live, you invest in scarves and hats, or you go bold and you go bald.
Is it a form of cancer or no?
No, it's not. It's not related whatsoever. But
You
a
just
lot of
can't-
people think it's cancer patients because it looks very similar.
But you can't grow hair at all, or you grow it and it falls out?
You grow it and it falls out usually. And a lot of times there are different kinds of alopecia, but this one specifically, the alopecia universalis, it never really grows back.
Oh, wow.
But some alopecia, you can get like
Mars had alopecia.
splotches.
Back at XM when we first started over there. Yeah, he had it.
Damn, we thought he
The
had
whole
like
one where he's bald?
Yeah, you
completely?
remember when Mars looked
We
like
thought it
Noodles
was
from The
contagious.
Offspring? Yeah.
We thought he was contagious.
You guys
yes.
never talked to poor guy.
No, we really did kind of shun him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he took
His head looked like an aerial view of Dubai. It was just creepy. Yeah, I remember that. I didn't know that. What happened to him? He like got over it?
Yeah, it was like stress related or something. I can't remember, but he was
Yeah, it
taking
can be stress-related.
what was he taking? The hair pill. What is it now?
Propecia?
Propecia, yeah. Propecia
Valtrex.
got it all back for him.
It
Yeah.
came
Are you
back?
serious?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't realize it did come back.
My brother-in-law is texting.
Yeah? What's he saying?
There's two.
Okay.
The first one's safe. She was on 2.5 Men.
I was?
Yeah, no?
No, I was on How I Met Your Mother.
How I
Yeah.
Met Your Mother.
Maybe they're mistaken.
Did you have a threesome on Entourage?
I did.
Okay. So,
nice.
Well, that's the better one anyway.
Yeah.
She also had the hot-ass threesome with Sloane and E on Entourage.
Yeah.
Tell
Right.
her me and her made love many times.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Your brother-in-law?
What a creep. Yeah. who are the two characters in
Thank you,
Entourage?
I think.
Who plays them?
Emmanuel Shrieky and Kevin Connolly.
Okay, I know who Kevin is. I don't know who Emmanuel is.
Emmanuel Shrieky, you don't know who Emmanuel
I
is.
don't watch Entourage.
You should look her up on your computer. She is one
Oh,
of
it's
the
a she. I thought it was a
hottest-
he.
No, it's a woman.
That's why
Come on.
I was thinking like some guy to say that it's a hottest threesome, and it was two guys and a girl. Would have been
It was
would have been a
basically
little odd.
me and Emmanuel. And when you see Emmanuel, you will understand why. She is the
Is the scene on
hottest
TV?
thing
Is
ever.
the scene on the internet? Maybe we should check it out.
Okay, but that's not a great picture of her. Come on, you got to get a good one.
Did you have to kiss her?
I did. It was so funny because on the day Kevin came in, and he was so nervous, and he brought a bottle of wine, and we're like, dude, this is, I mean, you're not even kissing.
Wow,
It's me and
he was
Emmanuel.
actually
He was trying to wine and dine us.
Yeah.
We're like, you're not getting any action, honey, but you can watch.
Oh, okay.
That's Emmanuel.
Well, that's
Come
a
on.
very nice
She's
photograph.
amazing. Yeah.
That's nice, but she leaves her car door open. That's
See?
someone.
Very rude of her,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Jimmy?
Someone's going to drive by and take that door right off. Insurance won't cover that. Guy who misses the point.
Guy who misses the point. Exactly. Look at you.
Totally. You're totally missing the
Wow.
Oh my God!
Yeah, exactly.
Ladies
and
but yeah,
gentlemen,
let's be very
Emmanuel
honest.
Shrieky.
She looks fantastic, but that green. Can you please put that awful institution green wall? She really
Again,
needs to
just
fix.
missing the point.
She's lovely.
Yeah,
She's
why are you looking at
She's
the
an
wall?
amazing woman too, but and now one of my
Chroma key
best friends.
clashes with her shoes.
She was on her she was sitting on her side, and her legs were in a very sexy pose when you can see the kind of like the bottom of somebody's ass, but not you can't see anything like
Classily, like the Beatles
yeah, just like
to say.
the butt cheek where the butt meets the leg. That little plump part is really sexy.
Do you like that part?
Yeah, and the way I described it is really creepy.
Yeah. The way you described
That's
it.
the
And
way
it
you
wasn't
just
very sexy to the plump part.
no, the plump part that just comes. That's the way you describe it to somebody who's tied up.
Like a pudding.
I thought you liked elbows. You've told us over the years.
You do?
I do. I have an elbow.
Look at this
Oh.
one.
Look at that.
Check out my
He likes him in the ribs.
Yeah.
Get it?
I'm so used to it being driven into my chin when I'm talking to a woman.
Have you noticed Jimmy has no hair on his arm? Look at how.
I don't know why. It's like I got her good.
Oh, wow, you got it really good with that one. That's one of his old gags.
Oh my god.
Pulls that
Well,
one
you
all
do
the
have a little
time.
hair.
I know. I'm a very wispily haired man.
Yeah, it's very soft.
He has
Very
the best
soft.
calves in the
Look at
business, though.
that.
He'll brag all day about his calves.
What
Yeah.
business?
How do you keep
In
your
the
calves
business
in
of
shape?
show.
Business.
In the business of show.
Yeah, in show business.
The serious business.
Yeah. I actually have the 73rd best calves in radio. I don't want to. Yeah, you know.
73rd, wow.
I'm behind
Not bad.
Rush because
Who's
he's
72nd?
Rush. He's really fat, so he has to carry a lot more weight than I do.
Is there a line that you have in a role that you would take where you might say no, like nudity, something like that?
Yes, there is definitely. It's always one of those things where if it's gratuitous,
Yeah.
I probably won't do it, or I won't do it. But if it's for the movie, then absolutely. Like
But even
in
if
Heartbreak Kid, it's like you know, it was crazy and so much fun. And guys, honestly, like, who has sex with their clothes on? You know what I mean? It's like one of those things. It's like it's got to be real.
Yes, well, it depends on how big a hurry you're in.
Well, that's true. That's true. Actually, there is the frisky sex, but
All the better to wipe the mace out of your eyes with.
Oh my god!
I don't like somebody. See, Anthony likes total nudity. I prefer somebody to have something on.
I like that.
Burqa.
Okay.
Just something. I prefer something like I like clothes on that's kind of it's dirtier that way.
Okay.
Something a little bit
something.
taboo about it. Yeah.
Okay. And where do you like to have it with the burqa on?
No, I don't like the burqa. I just like I like a skirt that's hiked up is sexier to me than total nudity because there's something a little bit taboo.
I don't mind that at the beginning.
Just learn something
but
about
at some
Jimmy.
point, there has to be no clothing
Really?
involved. From
What about
tip of the head
Yes.
to toes, nothing.
what about just
Wow.
pulling something aside?
That's hot.
That's hot, right?
That's hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Until it slips out of your
screen.
hand.
Hang on, let me just grab a pen. I'm taking.
You want to write this down?
Yeah, I do.
I don't like to be naked though. Like I always like to wear black socks and a 1920s football helmet.
But you got to show your calves. Your
That'd be
calves, you
great.
got to show them
Hey, get
off.
down to
That's what
business.
gets you your action.
Well, yeah, but they're
In the
always around my
socks.
ankles because they highlight. People look at the black side, they look up and they see
Actually,
the calves.
those garters that you wear
Of
to
course.
hold the socks up. look
I
good.
break them like the Hulk. I can't wear sock garters.
Oh my god,
They
I
break.
love, it's so sexy with the guy with socks on.
Oh,
my god,
yeah, you
just
gotta
hiked
love
up
that.
to the knee.
Yeah,
Woo.
you're pulled all the way up.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
Moonwalk across the linoleum. Chicks
Oh,
go berserk
yeah.
for that shit. They love it.
I'm ready.
Hey, what cities is this being released in, by the way? Because it said limited release. Do you know?
I'm not sure, but I know New York and Los Angeles for sure.
Those are the good ones.
Those are the good ones.
And
There's
really,
a lot of other
it's
great
not all
ones.
that matters. That's what I say.
Well, when you're in those cities, yes.
Sorry, Chicago.
But
Boston.
I hope it's all over the place. But I'm not quite sure.
Who else is in this?
Josh Radnor from How I Met Your Mother.
Who cares who else is in it?
Well, there might be
Jesus.
other.
Thank you.
There might be women who want to
No.
go see it who won't be in love with her.
Kate Mara.
Oh,
Who's
yeah.
also she was just in 127 hours.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
Who else is in it? Zoe Kazan, Pablo Schreiber.
Oh, he's in Lights Out. He was in The Wire. He was in season 2 of The Wire.
great.
Pablo Schreiber's great.
Which one
Yeah.
did he play in The Wire?
He played the smart cousin who was a dock worker, but he was his father or his uncle worked as the lead dock, and I forget his name in the show, but he was the smart sensible. He was Ziggy's cousin.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's great.
Sure.
He's fantastic. He's
Yeah.
really great. Really good acting in this. Really great.
I'm gonna
And,
check it
and
out.
Josh Radnor actually wrote, directed, and starred in it, which was quite amazing.
I got a copy last night. I should have watched before she.
I had one too. I
Yeah.
didn't.
That would have made
Thanks,
sense.
guys.
I think. I
What
think
were you
that
doing
would've made
instead?
sense.
I was taping
watching
Sean
Deep
Hannity's
Throat?
show. No, I was doing TV. I was for me. It was legit, but they just did other things.
Look, if you want to know, my
Yes.
my son has decided that he needs to shit in such a way where it's all the way up to the back of his neck.
Yes.
So I was cleaning that
So
up.
they had to take
Okay.
him out of headstand class.
How old is your son?
10 months.
10 months. Okay.
But,
That's acceptable.
but something's going on because now it goes all the way up his back to the back
That
of his
is
neck.
very interesting. I mean, what are you
It was a lot of fun. I guess too much.
Yeah. I mean, and then he's 19, which is just it's not. It's beyond reasonable.
That's what I was doing instead of watching from Happy Thank You More Please.
Yeah.
Is that the or Happy Thank You More Please?
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
And
That's all right. You
You're
still
like
got
the lead in
time.
this, though.
It's an ensemble cast. One of them. One of
You're
the.
the lead. Just tell
one
them
of the
you're the
three.
lead.
Yeah,
Sure.
you should
if
be
you
the
want to
lead.
hear that,
You're the
I'm the
lead.
lead.
You're a very good actress.
Thank you so much.
I just hope they don't just show that thing about us talking about cocaine. Remember that? Kept going, and then the comeback, they kept.
Oh yeah.
He kept saying it, and they kept showing it. He's like, we
Oh
talked
my
about cocaine. He
God.
kept saying the same
It's
thing.
amazing.
It's
It's
fucking
such a good episode.
It's all I want to talk about.
I got to watch the rest of them.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing.
I haven't seen it
I'm only
in a
a
while.
couple
so
in, and I
You
like
have
it.
to like
want to see that
plow
again.
through it.
I've poured over every. The show to me. It's like the thing that there's a half hour, and every minute was full. There was no wasted time in
Yeah,
that show. It was
definitely.
so
Uncomfortable.
fucking great. That was a terrible decision.
Fantastic writers, yeah.
And Matt LeBlanc we had in here, and he was he was promoting his show on Showtime, and we talked about that, of course, because anybody connected to it, I'll talk to.
Yeah.
And, Lisa Kudrow, I've never met, but believe
Did
me.
you watch it?
Yes, but he said it was hard for him because he knows Lisa and he loves her, and to watch her be treated that way was difficult.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, fascinating. I think a lot of people felt that way.
But she was a self-centered ass in that too. Like she really was the maker of her own trouble. She made it all about herself, and she was saying like, the girls like us with the tabloids, and nobody wanted her picture. She was.
It was such a sad character in an amazing way. I thought it was incredible. She actually created that, I think, way back in the day when she was at Groundlings. And before Friends, she had this character, and then decided to do it.
Wow, and the Friends
much
thing made
later.
it. That's probably why people thought it was a documentary, because it's like, oh god,
Yeah,
it fits perfectly on a popular show. And then, if you remember, people, I was the one that brought that show to everybody's attention.
What show?
The Comeback?
Yes.
The Comeback.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was.
Colin Quinn brought it to
Thank
my
you.
attention.
Yeah.
I remember Colin telling me about it.
I saw it the first day it was on, and I came the next day on the air and said, I saw a really good show last night, and you guys were like, oh, yeah, okay.
See?
Maybe.
Why are you such a buzzkill?
I might have been out of the studio that day, though.
We're having a good time
Or I might have
with
been on
this
the
girl.
toilet again.
Because now we're going to
He just
argue.
wants to point
Now we're
fingers.
going to argue about this. I have no idea.
Colin Quinn said to me, I remember Colin saying to me,
Oh, here we
he
go.
goes, there's a show. He goes, it's so uncomfortable. You got it. That's how he introduced The Comeback to me. He said it was so uncomfortable. And after the British Office, I'm like, nothing will come close because it's all forced awkwardness.
Yeah.
That.
A lot of people
was
came up to me and they're
amazing.
like, I'm trying to watch your show. And I'm like, what do you mean you're trying? Like, it's just too uncomfortable.
But isn't
I
that
can't get through
great?
it.
Like, people,
Yes.
why don't people
Fantastic.
love that?
How great was Mickey? The fucking
the
Mickey
hairstylist.
he would give shitty personal information about his dumb life at the worst moments. Like in the last episode, she's watching and the Tonight Show. She's supposed to go on the Tonight Show. And who was it? Cameron Diaz is going over. Somebody was going over.
Oh,
Yeah.
So she's going to
I
get
can't
bumped,
remember.
and she's like, she's going over. She's not getting off. And he goes, I'm bringing my lover to your party. And she's like, he's like, who gives a shit? It's the most enraging timing of his fucking boring personal information.
And you know, Mickey was actually he was not an actor before that.
Oh, really?
No, I think he was a school teacher. Or,
I looked at his IMDb. I looked at all the
Yeah.
IMDb. I was like, why does this guy not have a longer?
Yeah, he was. It was kind of one of his first. And Michael Patrick King knew Mickey and sort of wrote this role for him, which was fascinating. And he did such a good job.
That's a great show. Maybe they could bring it back. I mean, look, there's always room for season 2. She comes back a
come
few years
back.
later.
Love that. Yeah.
But
Great.
Come back.
Everyone is bringing up Children's Hospital.
Oh.
What is that?
It's a
I don't even
great
know.
little TV show that I've been doing where we just finished shooting season 3. It's on the Cartoon Network. It's
Adult Swim.
Adult Swim.
Okay. But they're like, she's so good in this.
Oh my God! Thanks, guys.
Is it
I'm
drama,
really
comedy,
excited.
or-
It's comedy.
Okay.
It's Rob Corddry created it.
Okay.
You guys know Rob Corddry?
Oh, yeah. Show, yeah.
Rob Corddry and David Wayne, and it's a really great cast. Lake Bell is in it. Megan Mullally.
Okay.
Henry Winkler is on it. We have a really great cast, and we're basically really incompetent doctors who don't know how to be doctors in a children's hospital.
I've seen an episode or two of this. Yeah.
Oh, really?
They love
Yes,
it.
I have.
It's so
The listeners
crazy.
love this
Now it
show.
looks very familiar.
How annoyed does
It's a
Henry
lot of
Winkler get
fun.
when people just keep walking up going, hey?
He's the loveliest person.
Yeah.
He'll say, "Hey," right back at you. You know what I mean?
I went
He's
to a
one of
book
those-
signing and creeped him out. He was doing a reading, so I wanted to get a picture
Of
with him.
children's books?
Yeah, he writes children's books, Henry Winkler.
He has like 12 children's books.
It's very successful.
Yeah.
Eat your vegetables. Whoa.
Yeah.
It's like that.
But he relates everything to Happy Days. One time when Cunningham. No, he doesn't. But he's a great speaker on stage too. He's a very charismatic guy, and he reads, and he's very comfortable, like live performing.
Yeah, and he's hilarious. He reads and writes, guys.
Oh, it's
no,
great.
he's amazing. He's it's kind of incredible to be
You're
working
making
with
us watch
Fonz.
a lot of stuff now. We got to
Yeah.
watch.
I
know,
Children's
right?
Hospital,
Damn right,
we
I'm
got to watch
gonna-
the rest of the comeback.
The
We gotta
Comeback you have
check
to
out
just
the new
buy.
movie.
I'm enriching your life. You can
know.
thank me later.
Will you come back when you become even bigger?
Yeah, absolutely.
You had fun today?
I had
That
a
would
great
be good.
time, guys.
If you talk to
So,
Lisa
so
Kudrow,
lovely.
would you kind of just mention that we would be very nice to her, whatever she wants to promote?
Oh my God!
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been
I'll let her-
dying to
I think
interview
she has
her.
a new web show, doesn't she?
I don't know.
Yeah, she does. You might want to watch it.
Don't promote
I think
her
she
stuff.
plays.
Promote yourself.
Yeah,
Promote yourself.
But no, that's what friends do.
that's what friends do.
Lisa gave her a big break, right?
She gave me my break. Basically, that was my break into the business.
That's pretty cool.
No, you helped her out. You were voted sexiest woman in Sweden.
Still
you
can't
helped
get over
her
it.
out.
In what? In like 2005 or something?
Was
like that,
it?
right? Yeah,
But that's when the comeback was.
exactly.
Please, it worked out. It's not like it was a big difference. You segued right from there, and that's an in.
I think we just can't talk to pretty women. We're just.
You guys are great.
We're having
worst
lovely
though.
conversation.
We're the worst though.
We
No, you're not. You're amazing.
She has to go. What did we do wrong?
Oh boy.
Usually that means we did something
No, she
wrong.
probably has TV.
Oh, we didn't do anything wrong this time?
Oh, good.
I don't think you did anything
No.
wrong. I think
Sometimes they
you've
say
been
she has
lovely.
to go, meaning we did something wrong. And we
No,
don't,
you
we
even
don't
gave me a
know.
few tips on sexual adventures.
Exactly.
Socks on.
Socks,
Hats.
sock garters, hats.
Old leather football helmets. Yeah.
Can I get an awkward, sexy picture for Twitter?
An awkward, sexy picture?
Well, because it's weird that I'm asking you.
Okay. All right.
But I want it to come out nice for you.
Okay, that would be great.
All right, what do I
How
do?
do I pose as an awkward, sexy picture?
No, I want it to be sexy.
Yeah, tweet
it, tweet it.
I'm asking.
With
One of
my
the goddesses.
headphones on?
One of the goddesses.
No, I don't want Jimmy in it.
Oh, Jimmy. Look at Jimmy. That looks good. Jimmy's making his cool guy face.
You were looking down.
What a tool.
She's looking down.
Okay, all right. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. I'm learning a lot today, guys. So how should I place my head?
I like the look, though. It was beautiful.
Okay.
They're going to love it. Jimmy, you have to be in this. All right. Hold on.
He's my pimp.
All right, in 3, 2, 1. Jimmy, your eyes were closed.
That's all right. I was enjoying the moment. That's called
that's perfect.
He was fantasizing about something.
Romantic.
Look how
Let's
beautiful.
see.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Early in the morning with the boys.
Hanging with the guys, yeah.
Hey, look at Jimmy.
Jimmy, you look great.
He's like a little stalker. in
Do you
the
have a
background.
Twitter that
Yeah.
we're supposed to promote or
I
anything? or
don't
no?
have a Twitter.
What's wrong with you?
I don't
Charlie
know.
Sheen, 1 million fucking followers in one day.
Yeah,
my
well,
God.
you know, I don't have a story like his.
You
so.
could do good. All right, listen, we're all going to check out Happy Thank You, More Please in
Great.
theaters tomorrow. Limited release, but it might expand from there. And
Yeah,
you were
please
really,
do.
really cool.
Thanks. It was great being here.
Children's Hospital, we should
Children's
check out.
Hospital. And Electrolux is another film that's coming out.
Okay.
With
Electrolux.
Carla Gugino and Emmanuel
Could you come
Shrieky.
back and promote that?
Yeah, sure.
We'd love to have you back.
It's coming out this Friday, though. So there you go. I just promoted it.
Yeah.
This Friday, tomorrow?
Yeah,
Oh, you got 2
All right,
movies
cool.
coming out
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Damn.
Wow.
So you guys will have to keep busy.
Well, that's cool.
Go do a double feature.
I have a gig in Jersey Saturday in Montclair.
Yes.
Kind of like 2 movies.
Same thing.
All right, Malin Ackerman, this was a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys
Yes.
so much for having me.
And we'll see you next time. And I think we're done. Jimmy,
Yeah.
you want to
Yeah.
promote? You
Just
good?
I have that one gig Saturday night, and then I'm coming to San Francisco to Cobb's next week.
Sirius 197, XM 202.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. Tonight, let's live it up. I got my money, let's spend it up. Go out and smash it, like oh my god. Jump off that sofa, let's get off. I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all. I feel stressed out, I wanna let it go, but go way out in space, out and lose all control. Fill up my cup, drink, mazel tov. I got a dance to just take it off. Let's break the town, we'll shut it down. Let's burn the roof, and then we'll do it again. Let's do it, 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 and move it up. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night. That tonight's gonna be a good night.
I'm Johnny Cash.
Should have had Joaquin Phoenix sing this. I hurt myself today.
I hurt myself today.
Did you?
To see if I still feel.
Well, do you?
I focus on the pain.
Did you?
The only thing that's real.
Is it?
The needle tears a hole.
Does it?
The old familiar sting.
Is it?
Try to kill it all away.
Do you?
But I remember everything.
Do you?
What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end.
Do they?
All right, we get it. It is.
Yeah, could I?
Like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay. Remember the first time we met? You were at the mall with your friend. I was scared to approach you, then you came closer, hoping you would give me a chance. Who would have ever knew that we would ever be more than friends? Why breaking all the rules? Like a song played again and again. Yeah, girl, like something off a poster. Yeah, girl, it's a time they say. Yeah, girl, it's gun to my holster. I'm just trying through my mind all day. Shorty, like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay. Shorty, like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay.